The daily grind got you living in the grey? Well, stop weeping into your tankard and throw a coin on the bar for Captain Seafloor, and he'll spin some lore for you. They call themselves Cornelico, and they were a collective of the bravest, baddest, shortest idiots that's ever come around these parts. They traveled all across Aventide and ended up sailing straight into doom itself. A place of nothing but death and terror. I know, because I've been there myself, but I can tell you it ain't no picnic. Their journey began some time before with a mysterious invite from a stranger that took them into the Darthwood, the forest of the dead. That's where they came upon a most unsavory figure by the name of Daye, the spitting image of one of the 7 adventurers. Turns out, Daye and their friend were merely fragments of a powerful god king, Eleazar the Deathless. One of 10 fragments, to be exact. This god king Eleazar shattered himself along the world thousands of years ago, leaving his fragments scattered throughout the world. And shattered he lay for 1,000 years. But to hide a power like Eleazar's forever? No, that would be impossible. Now the oracles of Aventide have envisioned his return, and whispers of his ending slumber echo through the halls of fate. Unless they could collect the fragments and bring them together, who knows what destruction a shattered god could want. Well, Cornelico, you remember them, set off to make Eleazar whole again. They faced monstrous clackers and hordes of undead. They felt monsters taller than an inn. And some of them even got lucky. At the gambling tables, you pervert. And now, fate leads them into the mouth of the sea and off the very edge of the known world, straight into the belly of the Crimson Madness. That's right. Dead men sometimes tell tales. Now buy me another round.
Hello everyone, welcome to MinusOneCharisma, Dungeons & Dragons stream. It's Monday night and we are ready to play the Crimson Madness. Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa! Sounds.
Can I talk about just a quick discussion? Today, I realized that my biggest regret, or maybe the biggest thing I wish I could change on this planet is, you know, those like fruit vendors who have those amazing just platters of fruit you can get, and it's like, it tastes great. They put a little tahini on it and lime.
Pasto de frutas?
Yeah, dude. Oh,
Are you talking about on
they're
Earth
amazing.
or in Aventide?
Yeah. Now, I was like, what if this fruit was full of protein? What if? Oh, it would be the perfect meal. I would eat it day in, day out. That's all I would need.
Strongest man in the world.
Motherland, that's what you have for breakfast every day.
Yeah,
You can sprinkle protein powder on your fruit.
You could, but it's
doesn't
not
have
the
the same
same. It's not the
just
same. Just be like pineapple. Yeah, pineapple.
Like eating
25
sand
grams
on
of
top
protein
of an
for
apple.
a quarter pineapple. You'd be like, yes.
Well, that was fascinating, James.
Yep.
Wanna
I
start
don't know.
today?
I just
that was
decided
really
I had
cool.
to share that with you guys today. That's really it.
Cool.
Great. Thank you for sharing. I
So
love that
we'll
James,
see you guys
the one
next
thing-
week. Make sure to join us Friday. Oh,
The one thing he
Next
wouldn't
time.
change was the amount of shit we give him. Like he had like it was a blank canvas, and he's like, no, keep the amount of shit I get the same, but give fruit protein.
Protein.
Dude.
Fruit.
Game changer. All right.
It would be. It would.
Game changer.
Can you imagine how jacked monkeys would be? Like they
Yeah,
already
dude.
are.
They're already jacked.
Ooh.
They're already jacked.
Just bananas
bats?
all
Like
day.
fruit bats? Can you imagine buff fruit bats with
Yeah.
their little wings?
Come on!
Stella Luna? You're like a
It's like
jacked
me!
Stella Luna.
Just
I feel
fucking
like trust when
You
she
guys
like
are describing my worst nightmare and my greatest dream at the same time.
they come in.
Just,
Just
like I'm
love
thinking that, what was that
120
movie?
pounds of bat.
That
Yeah.
movie Anastasia. You have that bat.
Yes.
But imagine,
Oh,
reimagine that
Bartok.
movie now.
and the
Bartok, yeah.
higher and then I kick her, sir.
But just like, just huge.
Yeah.
It's a whole different
Bartok.
movie.
Oh, man.
All right.
18-year-old me would be like, oh, never mind.
We came
But
to play
what
D&D.
But what if it
Well,
tasted like durian, right? Like I've never had durian, but they
Oh,
talk
no,
about how
no,
it's like the worst
no.
thing on earth. Like, what if that's the trade-off?
Don't
It's
ruin it
awful
for me.
smelling and tasting.
How
But-
big
Then
do you want to
wouldn't-
get,
But
bro?
then I would
Then we
need to
wouldn't
have
need it.
like, I would
Yeah,
need
it
to
would
have
just
like
be like normal
another.
protein.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
like
I would need
normal
to have
food.
another like
Exactly.
biggest regret in my life. I would be like, you know what, my second
The
biggest
one time
regret
of the
is
night I
that
will
it tastes
drink
like
the
durian fruit.
Like that's a total genie move, though, right? Like James gets
He's
his
a
hand
cat.
on a genie, and he's like, "All right, I got this all laid out. Okay, you need to make fruit full of protein." And they're like, "Done." Just hands it to him, and he's like, "Ugh, ugh."
Then your second wish is that it also tastes good. 'Cause you get 3 wishes with the genie, so.
"Yeah." Well, he'd probably get like a bargain basement genie. Like 2 of the wishes are already done. You know?
Bargain basement.
Someone already wished 2 of them away, and he's just
Yeah.
like, well, I'll finish out this
I
guy's,
feel like that's
this guy's list.
that's the name of your mostly fans, Cullen.
Bargain basement
Bargain
genie.
basement genie. All
Is
right,
it-
guys.
It's
Uh,
a bargain basement genie, right? There's like a
They
bar.
hate it here.
Yeah.
There's a bargain basement
where's the
genie,
hype in
and then we have that, and we have Master of Boy Scouts. We have those 2 amazing
Master of Boy
titles.
Scouts. That gets into a
That
weird
can't be
spot.
mostly fans.
All
No.
right.
There will be.
We came here to play D&D. So D&D we're going to play. No more
Okay.
talk about this protein.
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's going on? Sorry, the music. Can you guys hear the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's awful.
I can't hear the music at all. What is happening?
And I'm
Oh, I
playing
have-
like
I have-
ground noise behind it
Oh
too.
man, I had 2
Lot.
tracks playing at the same time.
I
What a
could explain
goober.
some things.
Why can't I hear
He's
this?
a
Hold on. better.
goober.
Hold on.
He's a goober.
Hold on.
It's our DM. Just a goober. Guys, James and I are coming up with some truly fantastic songs.
Is any of them Master of
I
Boy
believe
Scouts?
it.
No.
Can I like make up background dances to them though? Like all the songs? Can I
Yeah.
like do some like
Yes. Yes.
TikTok dance choreo?
No, I need you to actually like sing in what like because we're writing a heavy metal one and I need you to scream.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I
Yeah.
volunteer.
I've done that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I need you. I need you for my Thunderwave song, Kate.
Got you.
Thunderwave! Thunderwave!
There we go. Okay. I'm so sorry. Where was I?
Shame on you.
You hadn't
What
even
did I
started.
Remember how James reminded us we only had 3 hours tonight?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Dark
Yeah.
clouds taunt you to the north, hanging lightly in the air. A challenge from the magma lotus to come, if you dare. You look to your 2 crewmates, the young engineer Steve and the colorful arcanist Rezik. The image embedded in your minds of that crimson madness tainting their hearts, lurking deep within their bodies. Now you remember Julissa, the leader of Eddard's End, had told you products infused with the pollen of this magma lotus wouldn't cure the sickness but could slow down the death sentence. You keep your eyes alert, though, as you sail north around through the archipelago, the Sunfire Archipelago, because you know somewhere deep in here there's a Captain Dick Waylander. An octopus man who sold his soul to the devil for his own boat full of berserk sailor fishmen who you had met a few times, all cursed with the Crimson Madness themselves, ready to spread it to any unlucky enough to come into contact with them. You guys head off, sailing northward. And that is where we left off last week.
Can you imagine that conversation with him and the devil? Just being like, hey, you know what I want? It's a boat full of berserk fishmen. Give me that.
And he's like, no, best I can
Whatever
do.
you want, Dick.
Fruit full of protein. That's it. Take it or leave it.
Okay,
But
I apologize.
You gotta beat me in a banjo competition. So it's
Banjo.
like violin or something. I don't know. Never mind. Yeah.
I don't know, I like the banjo.
What time of day is it?
You guys are taking off, it's about sunset. You guys had waited till Dick had left the town to kind of slip out yourselves under the cover of night, I believe. Just after sunset, I suppose.
I'd like to wander to wherever Kelwise is.
Okay.
I assume driving the boat. Yeah. That sounds like a correct assumption. Okay.
Yeah.
Oi! Kelwise!
Oh, yes, trust. Hey, what's up?
Listen, no, I wasn't around for a while. And you all seem to trust this Steve? What's his name?
Steve.
That's a weird name.
Sword. Yeah.
Not a weird name.
Yeah, we're pretty sure it's fake.
Okay. But we trust him? I just don't. I know you seem to trust him. I don't know him. He has one of those boomsticks like you do, and that's got me a little questionable.
Yeah.
You see? You hear me?
We met him in a difficult circumstance. And he seems like a good kid, honestly. You know.
And we're not worried about the whole he has the same weapon that you have and no one else has ever had one or seen one ever in the world. No, we're not. No one's worried about that. No, my accent is not right today. I'm so sorry.
That is a weird and interesting coincidence.
Can I see you? What am I doing?
Just say, shut up, Dresden!
I'm like going Australian. Come on, wow. Go. Can I see yours? Please?
Sure.
And I take his and I look at it. Is Steve anywhere near?
Steve is. I'm hanging out on the side of the boat. I'm clenching my ribs, just trying to breathe after a club was hurled at me. I'm pretty sure I can feel a rib moving somewhere in there. Not too sure. Could be in my head, but you just.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to Steve, and I'm not gonna give Kelwise his boomstick back. I'm just gonna walk over there with it.
All right, Kelwise. Yeah, you see Trust just kind of walk off with your boomstick.
Don't aim it at the boat.
Oi! Listen, all these my friends, they trust you, but I don't know you. Do you need help right now? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. I'm just gonna take a minute. It's not every day you have a giant club hurled at you, knock you unconscious,
Have
then
you?
suddenly wake back up. I just need to get my bearings.
I thought you've been around with us over this group for a while.
I have.
wasn't
I just
expecting
don't. I've been around. I'm not used to Dresden being the stupid one. So
I just look at him pitifully and kind of pat him on the head, like, "Oh, you'll learn."
There's been a lot of that.
I'm gonna pull the Kelwise's boomstick out and start like examining it right in front of Steve.
Careful where you point that thing.
Don't you have one of these?
Kinda, yeah.
Why?
Because I made it. I'm sorry. I'm like still like ducking underneath the barrel as she like moves it around.
I've
been through enough today. I don't need my head getting blown off.
I'm just
I'm not
watching this. Get it.
going to blow your head off. I'm just
I
saying.
don't know that. You just told me you don't trust me.
You. Right, I don't trust you, so make me trust you.
How? I can't do that right now.
What do you mean you can't do that right now? You didn't glue your mouth shut. You've got your mouth, don't you? I have not been with you, and I've been through a lot, and I want to know who the hell you are. And her eyes kind of like a little bit, and a little snarl comes out.
Wow. I'm just Steve. Previously, I was a bit of a sellsword kind of guy for hire. I was raised by thieves and murderers and a bunch of lovely people, and well, that's what I do. And I was being chased by these giant, stupid, winged monsters out in the desert when your lovely little group here found me and saved my butt, which was I could have done it, myself, but no, they came in pretty clutch just at the last minute there, and I've just been kind of roaming with you guys ever since, because honestly, I don't really have anywhere else to go. So,
did you say you made that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Do you sell them?
Back.
Do you have more of them?
I have one more. Yeah, it's not the same. It's a little different, but it only shoots one. The one I'd mainly use shoots 6, but yeah, no, I mean, I suppose I can make more. I only have these 2 that I've made. But if given the right materials and other more hard to find resources, I'm sure I could make more. Are you asking? Are you ordering one? I can do commissions.
Might very much like that, because I need some far-range weaponry. I can't get very close and then die a lot.
Totally.
So, if I made one, you made one for me.
Yeah, of course.
No, hold on. So, do you know? Listen, we was in. Did they tell you how he got this?
Yeah, more or less.
And it's not weird to you that we thought this was the only one, and then you have 2, and you thought they presumably were the only 2. That's not weird.
It was super weird. I had a hard time following his story, in all honesty. Still kind of processing. It didn't make a lot of sense when he described it to me. Pretty sure he was also semi-drunk at the time, but that's not important. Yeah, I just kind of just tend to go along with it. I mean, because I made mine, I'm sure that other people in the world eventually would have the same idea. I mean, it's just metal shooting fire. I mean, it's a pretty easy thing to come up with, I guess.
Right. Well, hold on. Do I have a what character am I right now? Okay. I look at him really suspiciously. I'm just like, I don't trust you telling the truth. But if you
nobody ever does.
Me, well, maybe it's because you won't give us your real name. Ever think of that?
I don't give anyone my real name. It's kind of part of the job.
Well,
I can tell you why if you'd prefer. That might help to get a little bit of trust. Trust. I
am a little bit of trust. That's funny. So, yeah, all right. I'll hear more. What is it? Why don't you tell anyone your name?
Between you and me.
Between you and me.
My family was really good at what they did. Really, really good. I grew up in a thing called the Thieves Guild. Now, there isn't exactly like leaders of it per se, but there are like notable members, to which my folks were notable members. And if you needed a job done, you'd call them. And when I tried to make it on my own, by the time I was old enough, our family name had been kind of tarnished. And I found that it was kind of hard to get work going by my name. So I stopped just to, make ends meet. So.
And you think we care about that? Like, if we found out your name, we'd suddenly chuck you off the boat?
Well, it's a security thing. Sometimes, past employers have
I look
found
around
out.
the boat where there's no one except us, and I kind of gesticulate. Like, security against who else?
It's just a security thing. That's all it is.
Right, well.
I don't know if any of you guys have history with my family. If you do, I certainly don't want to trigger it now. I'm way too close with you guys. I don't want that to be the problem. I mean, I'm sure a couple people here have family issues.
Yeah, that we don't have any. Most of our beefs have been with the supernatural and like, so unless you use like some kind of superpower thing, God from above, probably not. But
Certainly hope
I've
not.
got my eye on you, and if you ever want to talk, you come to old Trusty, and I'll hear you out. We can talk, cause this is a really accepting group. I'll tell you that. I mean, we still have Dresden around, so if that tells you anything, you can guarantee that no one's family history comes between Cornelia.
Well, I mean, we did get struck by lightning together, so that might as well count for something, right?
It should. And we was about to save your life, so that should count for something else.
It
So-
absolutely does. It absolutely does.
All right, well, I'm gonna need you to stop being so sneaky, or else I'm gonna thunderwave you off the boat. I
All
like
right.
to do that.
It's occupational hazard.
You've got trust issues, and I just walk away. And it is a double entendre.
I know it is.
So now you have issues with me.
Touche.
What are the rest of you
Yeah.
guys doing on the boat?
Old trusty? Is that what you called yourself?
Trusty.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I'm gonna look to where is Dresden on the
I'm old
boat?
faithful, but I'm old
Yep.
trusty.
Old trusty.
I'm just
Question.
napping in my hammock.
Cool. I'm gonna go down there, and I'm gonna take my dagger, and I'm gonna slowly cut the rope on his hammock until it hits the ground.
Do I notice?
Roll a stealth, Steve, and then Dresden, give me well, you have passive perception.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. Stealth. 23.
Yeah, well, and
That's not
you know
happening.
what? You're asleep. You
Yeah.
sleep quickly, and you.
All right,
Mouth
the real
open.
question is, did you cut the foot end or the head end?
Head end.
You fuck.
Payback.
Dresden, yeah, your head just kind of.
I just open my eyes, see that it's Steve, and I just
Suck
close
it.
them again. What do you want?
It's a little payback. That's all. I'm done now. Have sweet dreams.
Is this a just for my own edification? This isn't one of those like cartoon things where it's a hammock above a hammock. I didn't potentially fall
No.
into another hammock, did I?
No, unfortunately,
Okay.
there's
Had to
not
ask.
much room underneath
Had
the
to
cargo
ask.
hold.
Okay.
Yeah, a double
okay.
hammock would be
Had to
luxury
had to
at
try.
this point.
All right, yeah, I'll just keep laying there on the ground. Just. It's not my fault you can't catch, kid. It's not my fault.
I'm
Rezik,
not gonna
Pup,
respond.
Cornelia, what are you guys doing?
We're just passing time, right?
Well, I mean, you guys are kind of preparing. You had been told basically that a flower
Mhm.
blooms in the middle of a volcano, Also that it's certain death.
Magma lotus.
Magma
Magma
lotus.
Magma
Magma.
lotus.
Magma.
Magma lotus.
Magma.
I'd like to read another chapter of that diary I have.
Okay. Yeah. You start going through it, and again, it has that horrible, horrible handwriting, and you can relate, because trust, your handwriting isn't like.
Is she reading my feelings journal?
Either.
No. By the way, I tossed Kelwise's gun back to him when I passed him.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go.
There's safety
go
on
off?
that?
Yeah. Is this the trigger or the safety? I can't ever remember. So you read a little bit more into it, and you find that Zess, your mother, and this diary is old. It talks about places that you've never heard of, not even in stories, not even in distant old stories. These places just aren't around anymore. But she talks about all the different people. She seems very, very interested in other people, like a professional people watcher. But she just takes note, and she seems to find a lot of joy and excitement in all kinds of different people. It's not judgmental. It's genuine excitement into figuring out who's who does what.
She got anything
Why,
about Steve in
where?
there?
Nothing about Steve in there, unfortunately. Rezik, you doing anything? You just hanging out for tonight?
Yeah, actually, the party has tasked me with. I guess they bought a few magical items, some 2 spell scrolls and then 2 potions. I figured out one of the scrolls, but currently I'm in the ship, sitting down, and I have a few candles lit and some incense going. I'm kind of just focusing all my energy on trying to figure out what the other spell scroll is right now.
Am I the only one hearing Bobby twice?
Oh,
I'm not
Yes.
hearing it twice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
it's
not.
just
Okay.
You have the stream open?
Yeah, but it's muted. I can't hear anyone else twice.
Did you mute Bobby specifically? Because he has an extra channel in the thing. 'Cause we
Oh,
like
does
him
he have
so
an
much.
extra? Does he have an extra? No, he doesn't.
No.
Cullen, this is why I don't like you.
That was trust, I think.
Rezik, roll me a Arcana check as you try and read
Can
this
I-
scroll.
Help you, Rezik, in any way? I'm gonna go help him. Just
Oh, Cornelia. Yeah, sure. Take a seat. Yeah, help me out.
I do.
You're good at deciphering secret things, right? So this could be good.
I'm good at puzzles and stuff.
Cool. All right. This is basically like a puzzle. So let's figure this out.
This script on this is written almost in like this very beautiful fine golden ink, and it's almost picturesque in the way that this scroll has been put together with great care. And you notice there's a lot. It's a little hard because there's a lot of little flourishes to make it look much nicer. The kind of things you've seen in the Great Church of the Lady Mayan. Their books and texts seem to have extra flourishes and that kind of stuff. A very holy feeling text. So you take that into account as you start to read through this. What did you roll?
I got a 19.
A 19? And Cornelia, roll me an intelligence as you try and help out Rezik on this.
Okay. Hoping to give him. Oh my gosh! How do we get so many dice? It starts quick, doesn't it? In intelligence, 9.
A 9. So Cornelia does a really good job of holding it up for you to read at nice
Make
angles.
sure it's in the
where it hits the light. Exactly, right. Useful stuff. But you look through this and you find, Rezik, it's a pretty amazing spell it's a blessing of sorts. And you look through it and you notice that it's used and it's written in a way that it kind of embellishes the story of the Lady Mayan and how she heals the sick, restores the meek. And this scroll of lesser restoration can heal a blinded child, cure a deafened soul, someone paralyzed can walk again, or someone with a poison, a venom, a bite, or something like that, that would mean certain doom could be restored.
Like that,
Well,
it can only be
Cornelia,
used. What does this mean?
It looks like we found a get out of jail free card. Unfortunately, only found one. And I'm not sure who to give this to learn. All right.
We can
Well,
only use it once.
we can either use it once and consume this item, or we can have someone learn this. But we don't know anyone that's Erica Roddy's pretty good at healing. Maybe see if she wants to learn it.
And this heal you guys? You and Steve?
Possibly.
Now, you know that the Crimson Madness, Rezik, not like a normal poison, not like a normal disease. It's magical in nature, and you can feel that. So this scroll itself, while it can cure like a snake's venom or a drow poison, would be iffy in the Crimson Madness.
Okay.
Maybe
all right.
combined
Well,
with the flower, maybe.
maybe. Do you mind doing me a favor, Cornelia? I have more work to do. Do you mind bringing this to Erica Roddy and seeing if maybe she wants to take a whack at learning this, or has any ideas about using this to help us?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you so much. I just there's 2 more potions, and I only have a few hours before nighttime, so thank you.
All right. Make sure you get some sleep.
I'll try.
Tonight. Don't
It's
stay
been hard
up.
lately.
I've seen you stay up, and it's not good for you.
Oh well, I mean, when I was just doing research, I love it. That's my hobby. But I haven't really had the best sleep lately, just because I am sick with a deadly disease and it's magical. So that's been tough. But it's all good.
All right. Well, maybe I can help later and help put you to sleep or something for a little bit.
If it involves punching me in the face, then I can ask Pup for that. But I don't want to be punched in the face again. So.
Well, it would be a magic, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's all right. Thank you. That'd be great.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right. See you later. I'm gonna go.
Later.
I'm gonna get Eric Karate.
Okay. And you find Eric Karate, just looking off on the side of the boat, deep in thought, as she usually is. Striking a very majestic figure. The moonlight on her teal long hair and her skin, kind of that multicolored, almost carapace, but smooth.
I'm gonna just tap on her shoulder, but not,
turns to
and
you.
don't let go.
And then she puts a hand on your shoulder. Hello, Cornelia. How are you?
I'm all right.
Just all right.
Yeah. I just feel bad. 2 of our people are sick, of course, but
Oh, yeah.
Rezik found this. I mean, we bought this scroll actually in town, but Rezik was working on it. I don't know if it could maybe help.
Scroll.
If you know anything about healing, it's
She takes
maybe
the
you can-
scroll and looks at it a little bit, and immediately she takes it and she holds it upside down from how Rezik was holding it, and she just looks at it. Wow, this is beautiful penmanship.
yeah. I'm just gonna grab it and turn it the other way. This is
Oh.
the way Rezik was holding it. I don't know if
I
maybe
see.
he doesn't know what he's doing. It's very possible, but maybe try it
Yes,
from that
the-
way.
The Adgaradi have an innate spellcasting that comes from within. Things like scrolls and artifacts are sometimes beyond our purview, I'm afraid.
Is that how you would learn this? Is just by being able to read it, or can you still learn the spell without?
Learn this. This looks like pictures to me.
Oh, so
If
you
this
just
was in a children's book, I would be none the wiser. Unfortunately. I do feel a strong aura coming from it, though.
Can you sense that or read that magic to help? Maybe?
Unfortunately, I can't. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
But
okay.
maybe Rezi could teach me sometime.
I'm sure he could. He taught me magic, so. I mean, you
Well.
already have it in you, so.
It's a different kind of magic.
Well, thank you very
sorry, I
much.
can't help you.
Well, that's okay. Do you need anything right now?
No, I'm perfectly fine. But I do love your hair. It looks
Oh.
new, fresh.
It's very new. It's pretty cool, right? It's so shiny.
It is shiny. Nice. You'll have to teach me your secrets.
You don't want to do what I had to go through. I'm pretty sure I aged. But, you know,
You age.
can't confirm.
Well, like a good wine, right?
All right. Do you mind
Goodbye,
if I
Cornelia.
look out with
Nope.
you for a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. And she starts pointing out some of the stars to you. The Adgaradi have very, very specific names for the constellations in the sky. And she starts talking to them, and it's interesting because the Adgaradi have this whole lore around how you start with one constellation, and it tells a story of a new constellation, and a new constellation, you know that they have, she tells you about, they have seasonal stories. The stories of summer, the stories of fall, the stories of winter, and it correlates to the stars in the sky as part of their oral history. And she starts talking about that with you. Meanwhile, Pup, what are you doing?
Pup is just on the ship, probably on the top of the ship.
Like on the mast? Somewhere?
No. What's the top of the ship?
The crow's
Spreaders?
nest.
The
deck?
spreaders. It's
The
the
deck.
spreaders.
No, on the deck.
Better.
The ship to
cross
Wow, you
beam.
guys, I
The
am.
crossbeam that holds the sail.
No, I'm literally talking about the deck.
Oh, the deck.
Everyone shut up. Don't judge me.
Like the floor.
Anyway.
I'm on the ship.
So, Pup is on the ship, going like this, going... over and over and over again, trying to figure out how the heck they were able to move so quickly during their last fight.
Okay.
There
And
is
for those
a
of you
new
who
thing
forget,
going on with Pup that they
Pup
don't
had-
understand.
Pup had walked into darkness and appeared from the darkness in an
60
instant,
feet
in a blink of an
away.
eye, in your last encounter, and seamlessly. And it had seemed maybe out of place on anyone but Pup, but still a bit weird. A bit weird. That continues, and Kelwise, as you drive this boat, and you know Kelwise, it's a little bit tough in the Sunfire Archipelago. These islands are close, and there's a lot of shallow banks all around, and you have to be very careful. So when you sail here, it's slow, and it's deliberate, and it's very, very, very cautiously. As you wave around, roll me a sail check. We've been using survival.
15.
15. Yeah, you give these islands a wide breadth. It's nighttime. It's hard to see in the water, and even though that this water was this brilliant, clear blue, you could see deeply into during the day. At night, it is like a series of coral death traps waiting to happen, waiting just to swallow your boat and rip it to shreds.
So, in that regard, and I actually meant to, well, this is the perfect time for this. Can I go looking below decks and see if we have like a really long pole?
Yeah, there's spare wood for repairs that you were graciously bestowed with when the ship was built. And so you have a few long, like really long planks.
Yeah, but okay. Like what's the longest one that we have?
Maybe 10 foot.
Okay,
I
that'll
mean,
work.
you probably have a spare spar, no?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we paid
Your
$15,000, so
Yeah.
we have a spare or two, presumably.
Well, I guess that one might be too long though for one person to handle. I mean, you do have that. That's
No, this is.
Very,
I
very
was looking
long.
specifically for something that one person could hold on
yeah.
to.
You have a
like,
there's a
we
10-foot
needed-
pole. We'll call it
Yeah,
a
to
10-foot
kind of-
pole.
A 10-foot pole.
Yes. And whomever is available, I would just maybe even Slug. I would have them maybe like near the front of the ship, like as a depth guide. You know, if they hit the ground, like it's shallow. It's really shallow. So
Are you gonna like? So I mean, the boat itself is a pretty tall boat. Are you gonna like strap him to a harness and then lower him close to the water's edge to stab the front of?
Depending on his risk tolerance, yeah, that sounds right. Maybe he would just hang off the side of the ship. I don't know. How strong is Slug?
Kelwise, you know that Slug right now is deaf.
Yeah.
How, using a visual medium, could you ask Slug? Well, what would that look like to ask Slug to hang off the front of the boat with a pole?
Can he please be doing this in front of me?
Like right before this, I was going to eat a pretzel, and this was bad timing. Okay, I had to put the pretzel down. Okay, here's how I would mime this out. First of all, Slug.
All right, wait.
Hello, Slug. Slug.
Oi!
Slug. Hey. I need you to take this stick, and I'll just like hand him the pole. And then I'll like move him over toward the edge of the ship and like kind of mime like sticking it into the water and like.
Oh, you kicking me off the boat?
No.
It's where I get off.
It's shallow. I'm worried we're gonna wreck. The ship will explode.
What is wrong with you? What are you doing? What's that with your hands?
Eric Karate.
You starting a fire.
Eric Karate.
Starting
Wait,
a fire
Cornelia.
on the boat.
Hold on, Slug, stay here, and I'm gonna go find Cornelia and or Eric Arati because either one of them would be able to talk directly with Slug.
As you walk away, you notice Slug takes a stick, looks at it again, and then jumps backwards and looks around as if there's danger nearby. Flipping the stick around a couple times.
Does he look proficient with it?
No.
Yeah.
No. He looks like an 8-year-old with a toy lightsaber.
Killwise, hey.
Oh, why are you on the floor?
Oh, it's my back. Don't worry about that.
But it's only half of you. Your legs are in the air.
Yeah, it's good for the circulation.
That's weird.
I couldn't help but overhear what Slug didn't hear. Have you thought about maybe just tying a weight to a rope? You know, and letting it down, and if it goes slack, you've.
I hadn't thought about that, to be completely honest, and that's a way better idea than like a 10-foot long pole.
I mean, look,
with the deaf guy on the other end of it.
I know. Like, I know this is your purview and everything. I don't want to step on.
No. I think good ideas come from all walks. So yeah, that's way better. I'm gonna go do that instead. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Should we keep Slug wound up, or should?
No, I need the pole. Actually, I was thinking that maybe we would want to use it to try to get some of the pollen off the death blossoms that we're gonna go. We've got a little bit of distance, so I figured I would need a pole anyway. Hey, I'll go take care of that. Do you want me to retie that? for you?
No,
Like,
no,
not-
no,
No?
no. That would mean that he won. I'm just gonna lay here a little bit longer.
All right. You tie that. You tie the rope. You make a little harness for the weight and rope, and you tie it to the front in a place that's easy to see.
I want to make some marks on that rope while we're at it too. 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet, etc.
You could call them fathoms or something like that.
I don't know what that is, but yes.
Fathoms of rope. You make that. Bobby, roll me another Arcana check.
Oh, sure.
As you looking at these two just vials.
That is a 21.
21. One of these you've seen before in training. You've seen this, and it's a magic potion that, when ingested, coats your lungs with this almost sulfur tasting attribute, which is acrid and gross, but it causes the oxygen in your lungs to ignite as you expel breath for a short amount of time. Potion of fire breathing. The second,
Ooh, very
you
cool.
feel it, and there's a spring in the very essence of the liquid itself, almost like metallic flecks wound around in circles. And you look, and you've seen this as well in the commission. And this is a potion of jumping, which bestows the wearer the spell, Jump.
Wow, got some good stuff here. Great. And Jaymes, sorry, the first scroll that I got was a stone-shaped scroll, I think you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Sorry, it's been a long week.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
And you guys, Kelwise, this weight you put on saves you a few
How'd you
times.
notice?
This weight saves you as you start to navigate. It's a great tool just to keep you from hitting like a hidden bank. You guys sail off into the night, moving north towards that giant plume of dark smoke. Steve, Rezik, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's never good.
Drum roll.
Save. Hey! Constitution, that's +5s. 23.
23.
It's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
There we go.
You guys are sleeping. Strange dreams. Just wander around. It's like you're recalling memories, but each of these memories, strange. It's like you're being watched. Red eyes in the darkness far on the outsides of your dreams. And the dreams themselves aren't unpleasant. It's just that feeling that somebody's watching from deep within inside. And you wake up, all of you, rested. And you look around, and you've kind of come around. Kelwise, are you sailing all night? Or are you given the boat maybe just anchoring a little bit?
Yeah.
Or giving Slug the wheel?
We anchored, yeah, because
Okay.
we didn't need a psychopath driving the ship.
Okay, so you anchor, which gives you another couple hours of sailing around. The morning comes, and you guys all can get up, and now you can see plumes of dark black smoke as you come around the island, and you see far, far off this big mountain. And this mountain is really wide. It's a very squat, wide mountain, and you can see lakes of magma just kind of sitting and pooling all around. And you notice that this volcano itself, while it moves up, the magma itself pretty low inside this thing, and then this cone-shaped spire on the top, and you can see these two big holes in the sides, like eyes, crying with little lava flows. And you know, they had called it Skull Mountain, and just for, if you really, really looked at it, it looks like a human face on the front of this thing. And you see far in the distance, and this is your boat still kind of coming around the side. You see that there's these tall beings with these long bodies, almost snake-like on the bottom, but humanoid on the top with these little long fins that run down the backs of their bodies. And they seem to be just walking around near all of this heat in the magma itself. Some of them dipping into the lava. And they've got these big, bright, colorful, patterned orange, red, purple bodies. And these long, almost manes full of these fins. And each of them is carrying, with their two humanoid-looking arms, these massive, long spears. And these guys, it's hard to tell exactly how tall, but they've got to be at least 9 to 10 feet tall. And then the rest of their snake-like bodies extend back behind them. They must be 20 feet long each. Large.
How much do these resemble like Eric Karate?
Very, very distantly. These guys have snake bodies. They look pretty different. They don't have any hair, anything like that. And they don't really have carapace. It looks like their bodies are more like scaled, more like a fish. But then their bodies almost shimmer in the heat as well. As you see that those long, thin fins that they have on their bodies seem to almost flow up in the heat as if they were flames themselves.
How violent do they look?
I mean, it's hard to tell because you're
Can
pretty
we get an
far
intent
away.
check?
You can just kind of look. But they have these.
Are
They have these little
fighting each other?
small worm creatures next to them that are crawling around, and they seem to burrow into lava and come back up and out. These guys seem to be very, very at home with the fire and all the lava and the heat all around here. And you guys can almost notice the temperature itself is starting to rise slowly from this place. Trust, roll me a perception check.
And we assume these are the Oleos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, the Oleos you were told were like a fish people.
Oh, okay.
These guys don't quite match that description.
11.
An 11. Yeah, hard to tell if these guys are friendly or not. But if you look at their weaponry, they have these almost plumed, three-pronged style spearheads. It looks like any question about whether or not they have culture is squashed by the fact that they have weapons that they've clearly forged. Now, they don't look incredibly well made as far as like design work goes. You don't know if the spears themselves are strong because it's from far away, but they have forged these things, and they looks like there's quite a bit of them.
So on a scale of 1 to culture, that's...
It said they had culture. We could.
5.
I just want to yell to
Approaching.
like not so that they hear, but just be like, "Oh, you think these are the violet ones, or the ones that might know how to stop this disease thing?" Anyone? Beulah?
Not a clue.
Do any of them look like they've been infected? Do they look infected already?
From where you're
They
at,
look
no, they
friendly?
don't look infected. I mean,
Why
none of
don't we
them seem
just
to be.
ask? Yeah, why don't we see if they'll help us, or if they throw a spear at us, and then we'll know.
If they
How
throw,
far away are they?
You're still you're still looking from pretty far away. You just see them up on the, like walking on the mountain from pretty far off.
Just gonna very nonchalantly just saunter over to the ballista.
Okay.
yeah, they're used to people getting dropped off here if they've been infected. Is what they said, I believe, the townspeople.
Well, the island.
I don't
you're
think
at
we
is
know
a pretty,
where.
It's a
people
pretty
are dropped off.
massive island, and there was a huge mountain range that you guys had sailed around, and they had said that they put people on the south end of the island, which was lush and green and full of trees and such. This north part of the island is black, covered in volcanic ash and such.
I'll just start waving.
Okay. You start
That's
to
a really
wave,
good way to find out.
and from far off, as your boat kind of comes around the island, you hear a call of sorts. And it echoes
Like a
throughout
war
the area,
cry?
almost a trill call. And you start to see more and more of these guys start to mount up on the mountainside to look down upon your boat.
just
And
like
you can
Warren
see
G
them
and the
conversing,
regulators.
talking and pointing.
I'm just
And
gonna
one of
keep
them- With their
waving, being friendly looking.
Pointing? Are they pointing with their weapons or?
Not pointing with their weapons.
Killwise, which way is the wind blowing? Are we getting blown towards them, or are we going? Do you know what I mean?
No, we're
Going.
Yeah. It's like a north. Well, let's see. Let's see where the wind is blowing.
Just wondering if things go awry, we'll be blown towards them or not.
I just fell off the table and rolled way off.
Roll another one.
D4, D4.
It's the only one I have. Or did it fall in the trash can?
I think I have that
guys,
same trash
everyone.
can.
James digging in the trash.
I do have that same trash can.
Aw,
Goblin.
Where did my
Look at us, we're trash buddies.
go? Oh my
Trash
God.
Bros.
The only die I have is a directional die. Okay, here we go. It is blowing a northwest trajectory, and you guys are on the east coast of this island, so it is blowing you straight towards this.
Well, regardless of whether or not we want to go there, that's where we're going. So hopefully they're
Everybody
friendly.
look friendly.
It looks like they're gathering, but I wouldn't say it's a welcoming party, judging by the amount of them.
Well, they're probably scared we're here to, like, kill them. So look nice. I look at Dresden.
Black casual. What?
Look like a nice person.
And as you guys are doing that, you guys are talking, and you see something massive, similar but much, much bigger, decorated in all kinds of different jewelry. And this one's got almost a blue hue to its body from far off. And it holds this massive two-handed spear in the air and yells something aggressive sounding. And they start slowly coming
Language?
down the mountain but spreading out. And they do have a language, but it's hard to tell from out here, and you've never heard anything kind of close to this. It's almost a low, deep grumbling with a little bit of a trill to it, almost insect-like trill.
Can I yell at them? I'm gonna yell at them. We mean no harm.
Yeah, quick census would indicate if you hold the spear up in the air like this, usually it's not friendly. It's not a friendly gesture. So I have a feeling conversation. Yeah, I have a feeling conversation is
we've all
probably not
been
going to
there.
help us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might need to just-
but isn't it? Didn't we get told that these guys might know how to get immune from the disease? So they could help us.
You guys were told
Them.
there was a group. There's a group called the Oleos, which are these aggressive fishmen. And you had seen a few Oleos. They were the diseased fishmen on Dick Waylander's boat. They come in varying sizes. So you'd met them. They had told you that there's a group called the Merlings. They had said that they have a camp to the east, which you guys had headed north. There was a group called the Merlings, and
So this
they
is
had
something
seemed pretty
else.
pretty okay with the Merlings. These guys look drastically different from anything that they had mentioned. They had only mentioned really that there had been certain death in the volcano, and this might have been a big reason why the volcano is certain death.
Someone
Yes,
show America
Kate?
Roddy. Maybe they'll think she's like a queen.
We don't think that the Merlings have any relation to the Azurlings or the Dreamlings or the Stormlings, do we?
No, couldn't be.
I mean, Kate, you grew up with Azurlings here
I
and
did?
there in the Potsenshire Forest. Every once in a while, they're rare, but you grew up knowing that they existed, and you've also seen these, and you didn't know they were called Azurlings, but you've seen little guys who can float around in mist, and their bodies almost vanish into mist and turn back into mist that look like the Azurlings just to the east of where you grew up in Potsenshire Forest, and we'll call them I don't know, mistlings, and they all have a very common thread. Even Taika, a wildling, they all very, very, very similar, very connected to nature.
These
you
are
would
completely
assume
different.
You would assume a Merling probably closer in temperature to Taika. These things you're seeing on the mountain, much different temperature. In fact, very, very high temperature, and they look like
cold-blooded.
Yeah. Ugh.
You would think they
Hard
would be
to tell.
cold-blooded. Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
maybe, or maybe boil-blooded. I don't know. Hanging around in lava.
Okay. Never mind. Run away.
We go right by. We just sail right by.
I think we kind of got to go to where they're at, though. So I don't think we're gonna have the opportunity to just sail right by.
Did we ever get a dinghy?
No.
And you never fix it,
Yes, every time. Oh, no.
Damn it!
Every session we ask. Every time, no.
You could try
as you
to
drive up the
sail
coast.
around.
Well, I mean, it's not like
and find a safe
normal. We
place.
don't normally run into islands just because of the way the wind was blowing. Kelwise, how do we avoid running into the island?
We can tack. It's fine. We're not going to hit the island directly, but we're being carried in that general direction. So regardless of whether or not we want to go sort of there, we're going sort of there.
Sort of there.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Well,
Do a
as you guys
quick
do that,
little
you start to
flyby.
see
Great.
those beings slowly start to come, and there's maybe a dozen of these guys, and they're bigger than you thought up close.
Only a
They're
dozen.
closer probably to 12 feet
Oh.
tall, and they can kind of, I mean, they're nearly 20 feet long, and so it's like their height kind of changes sometimes when they really puff themselves up, and they have this kind of weird chant from the beach, almost this deep, and you start to hear it rumbling from the coast as they're holding up spears, and that decorated one with the blue markings on him, you start to see him hold the spear up in a circle, and he starts to swirl it and
oh
chant.
no.
That's
Rezik,
that's
give
really
me
bad.
Still
an
faster.
Arcana check.
Still faster.
Isn't that your job?
Look, we're blowing the sails.
It's a 15.
A 15. You recognize that he's chanting arcane runes, arcane phrases and sayings. You hear this and you know that these are the same arcane teachings that you've used. You've never heard of this spell. But he starts to swirl it, and this dark cloud starts to appear over the coast.
How far off is it?
Slowly
Yeah.
spreading. And
Just
he's
really quick,
he's
how many
maybe
of them do you think you could kill with one shot?
Who are you
Dinner.
pointing at?
Dresden, you're on the
Oh,
ballista.
me?
I mean they're all
judging-
clumped up together, which is great.
We've seen his
Judging by my
ballista
past, I literally couldn't hit a house.
I mean, I can take the shot.
Yeah, get up here. How far off are they?
Can we just avoid this altogether and just keep going around the island? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I'm trying to also do this. I don't think we're going and saying hello or this.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking that maybe if we don't shoot them at all, they won't have a reason to follow us or care about us in any way. But if we kill one of them, then they'll be like, well, we've got to follow them.
It looks
No,
like
do
they're
we
already,
if we kill
think
the
they're already
right
coming.
one.
they're already doing a thing. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to us. We haven't done anything to them yet, I'm saying.
Oh, so just don't fight back. All right, Rezik, what the hell?
Is this some sort of peace in our time bullshit?
It's called strategy, but fine. Just ignore what I'm saying and do whatever you want, like usual. It's fine. I'll just sit here and read a book.
Let's throw
I'm gonna-
poison
I'm
jam
gonna
at
pat him
them.
on the head as I go to stand by the ballista with Dresden.
I'm all for being peaceful and not making the first strike, but I don't know how much opportunity we're gonna have.
Yeah.
So we could wait for lightning
Yeah,
and
no,
strike the
let's-
boat,
let's
and
do it.
then we could retaliate. But
You said, can I with my wind thing or whatever, can I try to tune into the wind and try to see what it is, if it's menacing, or try to disperse it? Or
Sure. Roll me a d20.
I'm trying to think of a Pocahontas lyric that's like, can you taste the menace in the wind or something like that, but I'm getting nothing.
Can you
rolled a
paint
14.
all the madness in the wind?
I rolled a 14.
A 14. Yeah, you feel the currents of the wind kind of flowing into this cloud and almost popping with an excited energy.
So it's bad.
It seems destructive, yeah.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Like, you're telling me that.
We gotta get out of here, guys.
Yeah, everyone. Okay, quick census. Hands up if we're attacking first. Anyone?
I think both. Can we? Are you leaving? Or are you steering?
Do both.
Oh, let's do
Yeah.
both. Okay, great. I'm fine with that. I think we need to
Do
leave.
you want me
and-
to take a possible shot? Do you trust
I
me
think,
more?
yeah. I mean,
All right.
no, but
Out of the
yeah,
way,
get
out
on
of the
there,
way,
kid.
Out of the way. Out of the way.
Are we within range? Like even remotely? Like I don't know how far
Yeah,
away they are.
I mean, you're maybe 300 feet off the shore.
Oh fuck!
um,
Get us out of here! What are you doing?
But
Why did we get this close, guys?
Sorry, we were considering things.
We were taking.
We just stop considering
Another
things.
direction.
Stop considering. Just go.
Oh god! This democracy is gonna
We
kill us.
can't be friends.
and you start to see
Pup is over on the guddle, just like, can we be
you start to
friends?
see
I want to be
the whole
friends.
beach and the water rushing up against this black rock, this lava rock. The water itself starts to sizzle under this cloud.
Don't like
And you start to
that.
see waves of heat start to rise up as they all
I
start
tap
to
Cornelia's
slam
shoulder.
their spears
Cornelia,
on the
dear,
ground.
if it's time to use your wind powers, it's probably now. Help us
That's
out. a
good.
little.
Dying.
You
start
blow your
paddling.
wind, and the boat itself moves by, and triumphantly, this king amongst them takes his spear, smashes it into the ground, and where it hits the ground, you start to see the ground melt into a of lava. A small melted rock starts to form under him. As you guys go by, they all chanting at you angrily. And you notice as you drive by and as you guys kind of sail off around the outside of the island and off, this very, very proud, triumphant look amongst them.
You got us.
Yeah.
I think they won.
You won this one.
Does this look like a look of yeah we beat them, or this is a look of yeah we're gonna beat them?
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like is it the b-boy stance at the beginning of the fight or the end of the fight?
hard to tell. They just look very, very proud. It doesn't look like they're following you up the coast. It definitely looks like they were putting on a
standing their
display of
ground.
power for you.
Okay,
I'm-
I'm just
yeah,
gonna be like,
fucking-
oh yes, get down, oh.
Okay, so you guys
win.
kind of sail by.
No,
Cornelia's
we're
blowing
suckers.
wind. Steve is now hailing them from the side. Pup, I'm imagining you're up somewhere high on the boat.
Oh yeah,
looking-
just
and Pup, from your vantage point, you can kind of see into one of those big eye holes, and you see that there's this giant, almost set of caves inside one of these eyes that you can see in this giant lake of lava that just sits in there, and you can see a bunch of these guys also in there moving about, maybe like a home of sorts, and you can see just big swaths of floating magma rock kind of in this place inside.
got it.
As you guys kind of float and then tack a little bit farther from the island, as you guys roll slightly farther away.
I'll relay that.
So
We're saving this place for last.
no, we gotta.
I think
Did you see any flowers?
Did I?
It would be hard. It would be impossible to kind of see something that small. I mean, even the people were very, very, very small way off there.
Hard to tell. Do you have anything that could help me look farther?
No, they were too expensive.
I have
Well,
one.
Steve has one.
Throw it up.
Pup, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Good. One. Hold on. Hold on.
Fucking hell.
The one.
Yeah.
That's what this
that's
was. I was
backward.
saying wait. I was saying one.
Nothing.
You put your.
I do it the wrong way.
It's smart. It's further away.
Nice to my
So
eye.
much smaller.
Dude.
Oh, this makes it way harder. I don't know what you guys use this. Can I throw it down?
Can I catch it? Can I look now?
You can look, but you're much lower down. So from your vantage point, it'd be a little bit harder to see.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Perception check. Okay, I got perception up. Okay, that's a 16 plus perception plus 4, dirty 20.
So you can't really see into the eye of this place, and you don't spot any flowers on the outside, but you do see patrols kind of swirling around, and that's when you see like this large beast, some kind of almost the size of a cow, being carried by two of these guys. It's strung up on this big piece of metal line, almost 10 foot in length, like a 10-foot pole, and it's all strapped to it, and you see them just kind of hauling this thing, and it's massive. It must weigh 1,000 pounds, and two of these guys are carrying it up the mountain.
Ooh.
I relay that. Slightly confused, but I'm very cautious.
That sounds like that might be our in. What if we bring him a peace offering or several?
But do we even need to? Like, who is these guys? We're not at the volcano yet, is we? Is this where the... I'm confused. Don't we still have to get to the volcano?
Well, they're in the volcano.
The volcano.
Oh, we're here already? We're here already?
yeah.
I thought we
It's
were still
another-
on our
You
way.
guys- No, so you guys had turned a corner, and you were on your way to the volcano, and as you guys had kind of crested around the edge to the just big volcanic area, part of this island, those guys had spotted your ship coming around, and then they had run over to the coast and done that, and you guys had kind of just sailed away from the volcano itself.
Okay, so they
A little bit.
are around
They're
the
all
volcano.
surrounding the volcano, and
I'm
Pup had
sorry, I
seen
thought that we
Pup
were
had
not
seen some
there
of them
yet.
literally inside the volcano in this kind of lake of lava.
I am now on the same page. Yeah, let's look for one of them big things. Another part of the island, yeah. Yeah.
And then we get inside.
I
And
don't
wait
think
to be carried to the
you
top.
guys really think that's gonna work. They're just gonna make us sacrifices too. That's clearly what's happening right now.
I think
Well,
I
You want to fight them all?
Cornelia is correct.
No,
Can
They're
we-
not gonna negotiate. They're just gonna capture us.
Dresden had a good idea though, like a
No,
Trojan
it's not.
horse.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's not.
Trojan
No, we're
horse
not
thing.
actually. Please don't make us do that.
We're gonna hide inside a thing.
What was wrong with that idea? That's a pretty good one.
Because
I mean,
most
until they
likely-
cook us.
Yeah, they're just gonna cook us.
Yeah.
On the map, is there another way around that we can maybe come overland or something? Get the drop on them.
So the part the volcano itself is like the top point of this island. It's kind of almost triangular, and imagine that this is like the top point sitting here making an island. So there's almost 270 degrees of the island of the volcano that faces just
So
ocean.
let's look for a port or somewhere else. No.
Yeah, a bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a port. There might be nice people there. Shakes,
could be.
drinks. That's doubtful.
Maybe somewhere with some driftwood we can fix our dinghy. Multitask.
Will someone write that down, please?
Get
Fix
dingy.
the dinghy.
Please, we need to fix the
Well, if you ever
You're
visited the
muted.
war room, I wrote it
Read.
on the board, but nobody goes in there or reads the board.
I'm gonna
so-
write
It's
it on
because
the
you're
back
always
of
in there
Dresden-
being moody.
You're gonna write it on the back of
I'm not
what?
being.
of Dresden's clothes. Just
That's
fix the
fine.
dinghy. Just
On dry erase marker? on the back
What are
of
you
it?
Why are you
writing it
writing
with?
on me?
I have like a little quill thing.
Just gonna slowly
You
turn
said you
around.
can, like, if you pull out like quill and ink, and you see Steve just kind of. Dresden
It's
just kind
okay,
of pulls it out of your hand.
You want me to write it down?
At least I can't see it there.
Well, everyone else can. That's not my problem.
It's not
He has a
terrible
point.
idea. He does have a point.
You gonna let me finish?
Finish it. Why not? Fuck it.
Thank you.
Seriously though, let's get the fuck out of here.
And then I sign it. Steve.
Sign it, Steven.
That helps. Just add an N. Clearly in like a different font. Just
Steven.
Now I'm gonna sell this for a lot because it's designer. Can we go? Are we going?
We're
Are we there?
going.
So yeah, you
We're
guys
going.
had
Captain?
headed off.
going.
You guys had headed off far north and tacked a little east a bit off, and kind of anchored outside, maybe a half mile from this volcano.
At some point in time, we're gonna have to step foot on shore. We're looking for a bay. That's primarily what we're looking for. Can we kind of just like slowly sail around the coast until we find
Are you looking
somewhere
for a place
suitable?
to land the ship?
Well, yeah, because eventually we'd have to get on shore, and because we don't have a dinghy, it's gonna need to be some
Can you do
bay or
that
dock.
ice barge thing again? Didn't we do that?
Yeah,
last
we can
time?
ice barge ourselves to the shore. That works too. It's gonna take
Not
a while,
great.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
well,
ideally
just
we
the
get
way-
close.
The way that this mountain is, if you took your ship with how high the mast is anywhere on the outside coast of this volcano, you would be immediately seen by somebody.
Is this a volcano
It's a very small volcano.
or an anthill filled with lava?
It's a little bit of both.
Or how big is our ship? Have I been like vastly underestimating how high Pup is?
Well, it's less of that and more that they have just amazing vantage points. They can see
Yeah.
almost 360 from the top of this
Oh,
volcano.
so they're all the way up there. Is what
yeah,
you're
they're
saying.
maybe
Oh,
like
okay. I thought they were more in like the
way up.
face.
All right. I've got this. I know it didn't work last time, but what if I go in, I charm them,
No.
and we befriend
No.
them?
No.
No.
Help.
no.
All right.
Do you have a
I haven't
snake,
even
like,
been here that long,
always
so that's a
snake
bad
people.
idea.
All right. Well, I thought it was worth putting out there.
Okay, just to be clear, when we go and we try to be friends, it doesn't work. When we go in fighting, it doesn't work.
Right.
When we hide, it doesn't work.
It always works.
So,
What have
for
we
you.
done that works?
All right.
Oh,
all right. All right.
wait.
Go. Yeah.
Cornelia,
Trust.
Cornelia and I can make people invisible.
There you go.
How many?
We can.
And how long?
2
An hour.
people each for 1 hour.
Good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Wait a minute, I have an idea. Pup, you have the owl, right?
And I can fly.
If this is not
Kinda.
too much to ask, would you guys mind doing a little recon of the area?
Yeah.
Maybe see any other ways in, see what's going on at the top. Maybe get a look into what's going on down there, because I could only see so much. That might help us out a lot.
Should I do
And
that?
we get the owl for 8 hours, right? Is that my understanding of it? Because that
I
might be
believe
our
so.
our ticket there as well. Not even
That's
just
where I was gonna go with that,
reconnaissance,
yeah.
but we could fly in, steal some of the pollen, some of the nectar.
Yeah, it would just need to take us like 1 by 1 for us
We'd have to
medium,
take some trips, yeah.
and then 2
yeah,
for small.
yeah. Makes sense. Could you make the owl invisible?
No.
Hmm.
Oh wait, yes. It says a creature.
There you go.
And what it's holding, I think.
Anything the target is wearing or
Try not
carrying
to.
is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
That sounds like that's a way to go.
That's pretty good. As long as they can't see invisible things.
Certainly hope not.
Well,
You guys willing to
Well,
try
you
it?
can't make us all invisible, so maybe you need to wait until nightfall to do this plan then.
Yeah, if we wait until nighttime, I can make us all like super sneaky.
That's what I was going to say.
Well-
We could like double duty and go invisible, and then you make us really sneaky.
James,
Oh,
the sky is clouded in ash, right? So nightfall wouldn't make much of a difference, would it?
No, night would. It's pretty bright here.
Okay.
There
Just wanted to check.
are big plumes, but this volcano isn't like actively erupting. It's kind of dribbling lava out.
Got it.
So the sky itself, there's still quite a bit of light.
Then yes, I agree. Nightfall.
All right, so we'll wait until sunset, right? Because then we'll have 8 hours, and then we'll do a little. You can have, Pup and the owl can do a little bit of a, roundabout,
I can make
check the
myself
area?
small and bring someone else too, just in case I miss anything.
It's not a bad idea. And then I think maybe what we do is ice barge off the back of the boat, but have the boat keep sailing, and then we, under cover of darkness, go in after we've got that recon. Does that sound good?
Ooh,
Sounds
good
good to me.
plan. I like that.
Yeah, and we just have
That's nice.
the ship, whoever stays on the ship, do a loop around the island, maybe.
Yeah,
Because it's
exactly.
fun.
Just
Okay.
out of magma range.
Oh,
Did
cool.
we all just think of a plan together and agree like
We
immediately?
did.
That never happened. That was really nice.
And that
Good
was
job,
so
everybody.
fast.
Oh, are we? Are
You
we
know,
we're,
you know it's
we're
gonna fail
bringing-
then.
Oh, we're bringing the archivist along for this, right?
Oh yeah, no. For
okay,
sure.
good. I was
Yeah.
like,
Who's
Well,
coming
oh,
first?
the archivist.
looks to
Wait, why do we need the archivist?
you. The archivist kind of looks around. Rezik,
Yes.
if possible,
Indoor.
I would like to stay with the boat. I want to talk to you about something. This place, it's different. In fact, I cannot feel the connection here. The elven source. I'm cut off. I'm trying to say,
Oh
Rezik, is
no.
I can't even blow
Oh.
my nose with
Oh
magic.
my.
he's staying here.
Right.
It's great.
Something about that portal.
Cool.
It's like we're in a different dimension here.
Do you pull
To
Rezik aside
hear.
from this, or do we all hear this?
He pulled Rezik aside.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. Well. Wow. First off, I'm very sorry. That must be very disturbing for you, someone who's so gifted. My God. All right. Well, just stay on the ship. We have a good crew here. They'll take care of you if anything happens, and it'll all work out.
I appreciate your concern, Rezik. It seems, well, it's a new adventure in many different ways for all of us. I never thought my life would be in the hands of a human, but I trust you. You're very capable.
The life of the archivist is in my hands. Cool. All right. Great.
And it's a long
You'll be
life, too.
fine.
A long life. So, don't worry.
Yeah. How old are you, by the way?
Rude.
Well, you stop counting, really, when you get to my age.
Well, if you stop counting, you've lived a pretty long life. That's pretty good, right? So that's a positive.
Let's just say, well, I was there when they signed the papers declaring their independence from capital city in Adgarod.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've okay. Yep, that was a long time ago. Okay, well, listen, Theodore. Yes, we'll take care of this. Don't worry about anything. And when we get back, we'll figure out a way to help you. Actually, do I have any items I can give you while we're gone to help you?
Well, in
Here,
fact,
take this.
I was going
it's
to do
it's
the same. And he gives you a small little vial. This should, well, it should help recover minor wounds and cuts. I don't know how much help this will be, but I hardly think I will be in any danger. I've got Slug to protect me. Oh god, can you imagine that?
great. Yeah, definitely.
Well, good luck, Rezik.
Thanks.
And
by
any
the way, take
information
this.
you pull
It's
from
a
this
it's a
place, let me know.
any what? Sorry.
Any information you can tell me about this marvelous place. I would love to study it, although my situation is not exactly possible.
Trust me, Archivist. Any information I find, you'll be the first to know. All right. I'm just so glad, again, that you're on this mission with us. To protect you, hopefully, here's the wand that I have. It's called the Big Bang Wand, and it makes people deaf, apparently, so it could help you.
Oh, yes. Stored with a thundercloud within.
Wow, you are so smart. I never would have known that.
Well, it's written here
That's
in
cool.
Elven, so. Oh,
Okay, yes.
okay.
It must
it's
be.
not,
Yes, I.
not a script.
You know what I
used.
saw? Yep.
You couldn't have known.
Mhm.
In fact, it would be very weird for you to know. This is like a language they stopped using, well, thousands of years ago by your measure.
Right.
All right. Good luck. Good luck.
Well,
Wessex.
yes. Stay safe. And I just give him a on his shoulder, just a pat, and I walk away.
And he almost tries to mimic you, like he doesn't know what you're doing. Oh. To you too. Yes.
Thank you. All right.
Goodbye. You guys wait. The sun goes down. And that's where we're gonna go on break.
All right.
We're gonna go on a quick break, everybody. We're gonna take 10 minutes.
20 feet tall? What's the
Yeah,
matter
they're
with
20
you?
feet long. They're like snakes with
They're
human
only
bodies,
12
so
feet tall.
They stand anywhere from 9 to 12 feet tall, but when they're extending themselves up.
It's not that much better.
So, way better. Way much
Oh,
different.
God.
Whoa.
We're gonna go on a quick 10-minute break. When we come back, we're gonna find out what it's like
Who
inside this
dies?
volcano. And if everyone makes it back.
God, can you just hide one of these things in like a Smurf village, please?
That'd be so nice.
Just
I will,
you
I will,
wait.
Just Smurf
I will
to the side,
curb
get the
stomp.
thing and go.
Wait.
I will curb stomp all the Smurfs. I'm 100% prepared to
Wow.
punt
Alright.
Papa
We're gonna
Smurf
go to break.
100 yards.
We're gonna go to break. When we come back, we'll play more
Wow.
Chronicles
Look
of
at
Aventide.
Got even
Don't
dark.
go away. You guys wait until
Somber
nightfall.
moment.
I don't know, but it sounds like we're not in danger, so keep it playing.
Yeah, keep going.
You guys wait till nightfall. You put the ship in the capable hands of the archivist and Eric Karate. Are you guys taking an ice block over to the
I
island?
think we had mentioned possibly before
Recon
night
first.
completely hit.
recon? That's
Yeah,
right.
to do a quick recon first.
Which little wants to go with me?
I'm
Which of
not
you three has the
sneaky.
best eyeballs?
That's not me.
Well, I got one good eyeball.
Come on, Cornelia, let's go.
I turn myself into Cornelia, and then I bring the owl out.
Okay. You hop on the owl, the two of you. Then you take off.
Circle that baby.
And you start
Circle that
circling,
fucker.
and you
And
notice
I'm-
like very, very quickly that the closer you get to this mountain, the heat starts to increase incredibly quick, and you can almost feel this jet stream of air and heat coming up out of the top of this volcano, as if this lava is all concentrated and just streaming up. Sorry, you were tapping your.
Oh, that was just to tell him everything I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You guys swirl around and you see it's very, very bright. All this magma lighting up patches here and there. And inside this place, super, super bright, almost hard to see. And you see these patrols, and you see a number of them carrying large animals and fish that they've pulled from the sea, sometimes very large fish that they've pulled from somewhere, somehow. And they seem to be taking these beasts into the center of this place, and you see there's a number of, and it wasn't just those two holes, there's a number of holes up much higher on the mountain that you can kind of see inside, and there is almost this little section of what look like rock scaffolding throughout this place inside. You notice that there's a whole society of people, or these strange lizard people, snake, fire, whatever you want to call them. You see the culture just dripping from them.
So we see multiple holes,
No.
like the eye sockets, and then one down the center,
There's one down
and
the
they
top,
all.
but then there's also other entrances and stuff. It was just from that one angle that you saw that it looked kind of like the face, like a human skull crying lava. But you see multiple entrances. There's a big entrance on the west side of the island, the other side that you were on, and you see that there's a lot of traffic coming in and out through there. And you see that there's hundreds of these beings. And there's quite a bit of space. This volcano itself is very squat but wide, making this lava lake inside pretty massive. Probably about anywhere from 3/4 to a mile in length. Just this huge pit.
Do we
you
see
guys
any
kind of
small,
throw around. Can you see any what?
smaller holes that are maybe less patrolled? But you could finish what you were saying.
There's a number of them.
Oh, nice.
There's a number of them, and you see that there are patrols here and there walking back and forth along the island, on the shoreline. But for the most part, you see people kind of looking out. It seems like they're watching for big boats and such like that far off into the different cardinal directions. And that's about all you guys can see without getting pretty close, without getting much closer to the island itself. And you can notice that there's a pretty strong discomfort coming from this owl. Just a mixture of the heat and the soot in the air, making it unpleasant to fly around in.
Doing okay, buddy?
And it looks up to you. It's hard to breathe, but yes.
That
can breathe.
talks. You talk.
It can talk
Telepathically.
telepathically. So,
Said that
Cornelia,
person
you
who-
can't hear it, technically.
Oh, you just hear me say, "You good?" No.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Good.
Cool. Great. So I relayed all the
So-
whole thing to Isaac.
Yeah. So from this height, can we see a good place to enter from? You said the island where there's maybe less people, or there's like a clear path that's less traveled. That maybe.
Yeah, so you
And
notice
terrain.
on the north end, coming up, there's a pretty high hole that drops down onto an open space, and you don't really see many people on that part of the island. You see that there's one or two patrols walking back and forth, but it's way less than the east side, which has a bunch of people. And on that west coast, you still see lots of lookouts looking for ships.
So do we see a good place that looks like it'd be good for us to land?
For you guys to land, you can try and land. It's tough because the owl itself is pretty large. And you've noticed already a few times people have spotted you in the sky just because it's so bright here. It's not hard to see you, really. It's just this big open space. But you guys could try and land higher up on the volcano.
That was our plan that we had made.
Okay. So,
Did we?
do you guys want to try and land? Sure.
Right,
I mean,
this
there's
is-
there's
like,
plenty.
I mean, we're doing recon and then going back, but the plan was to do recon, look for things, and then have the owl fly all of us to a
Oh,
place
yeah,
that we
yeah.
found.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, probably landing higher up on the island would be hard to not get noticed. Just because the owl itself is a large owl.
Make it invisible.
Your best
Cornelia's
bet.
there.
Yeah. I mean, you could make it invisible. But you'd have to make, the people riding on them invisible as well.
But if the
Okay.
description says that anything that the invisible thing is carrying goes invisible, does that include people? If it's an
I
owl?
don't think it includes people.
Okay.
It would be
dumb.
yes. I mean, you could carry someone and they wouldn't be invisible. By raw. I'm reading invisibility, but I don't think so.
All right.
And if it helps, part of the plan too is we're to go at nighttime, so we'll probably try to all dress a little bit like we're in darker clothes, maybe like robes or whatever, to kind of blend in with the night sky. Hopefully, we'll see how that works.
What I'm asking right now is, do we see a place that looks like it would be a good place for us to land later in the day? Not for us to land currently.
Or can we tell, would it be smarter to go by land versus air?
Well, that's
Like, can we
that's
get that sense?
that generally speaking, like the north end of the island seems less patrolled, even though there are a few of these creatures walking around, but it would be much more conspicuous, much less conspicuous, to come by land and then run up the mountain yourselves. Would probably be much harder, at least for them to see, just because they do have lookouts kind of looking from high vantage points from certain places, looking off into the oceans and such.
All right. Do we need to see anything else up here? Do we see the flowers? Any flowers while we're looking down the tube thing?
It's a little it's a little too far away. You don't see anything that looks like a flower, at least from the distance you guys are at.
So we got the information we needed. The west side is less patrolled.
The west side is
The
extra
north side
patrolled.
Wait.
The north
So
side
the
is
west
the less
side-
patrolled.
Oh.
The west and the east side have lots of stuff. The north shore is less patrolled.
Okay, so north. Cool. Ready to go back?
Okay. So you guys kind of head back and land.
Yeah. So what do you guys want to do? You already know that, right?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
didn't sound very reassuring, honestly. It seemed like there's a lot of creatures out there, no matter which option we take.
All right.
I mean-
ice barge it is, unless you guys want to explode.
I mean, I don't know how much better of an option it is for all of us to be on foot running up a mountain than it would be to fly into a mountain quick in
It
and
would
out.
look really cool, though.
Well, the problem is we don't know where the flowers are. I think it's better to just not be seen and known that
It's
we're
either-
even there.
We don't know where they are flying in, or we don't know where they are walking in. Either way, it's...
Yeah, but they know where we are if we fly in, is the point. So we can't, it's not an option.
That's a good
Well,
point.
if we do it at night, and we make the owl invisible, and we all wear dark clothing, and I make us all super sneaky.
I think he said it's just so bright with it. Like, this is me. I think he said it's just so bright from all the lava and magma. Like, it's an impossibility. James?
Oh, really?
For sneaking in?
Yeah,
It's
but
bright.
via flight.
It's very bright. Flying in, just because of the size of the bird. I mean, if you made the bird invisible and you want to make the rider invisible, you could possibly fly in.
But then we
If you
get one or
wanted.
two people in, you
But
know.
then you'd literally have one person in. If you wanted to send one person in, you could.
Oh, all right. Wait. Distraction. We send 2 people in, invisible with an invisible bird or whatever. The rest of us make an absolute ruckus. Far away, draw them off the mountain. Those guys get in, get the flower, fly out, and then we just pray we don't get murdered by
That could work.
Great idea.
pursuing. I think that's
Yeah.
honestly probably maybe a better...
That's a really
We
good
can-
idea.
Is it
I vote
stealth
for
mission?
Team Ruckus.
I'll go Cornelia.
Stealth mission time?
Secret stealth mission time.
Secret stealth mission time?
No. We know how this went last time.
Secret stealth mission!
Yeah.
Super
Let's maybe
sneaky.
not do that.
I think that might be our best bet, though. What do you guys think?
I think the
'Cause
two
otherwise you're
people
right.
the 2 people we send have to be sneaky one, and then for 2, they powerful in case they get caught, able to fend for themselves at least. for a
No,
little
just
bit.
don't get caught. Just don't
Well,
get caught.
we have to have some kind of contingency. Like if you do, don't,
Yeah, you just
Are
kill
you
yourself.
saying some of us are less powerful than others of us? Is that what you're saying?
that's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm pretty tough.
They're very tough. We send the sneakiest people, and also the person with the bird. So it's just the person with the bird and another sneaky person. I think that's pretty straightforward.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm just going to put this out there because I want to just kind of go over everything. Steve has a little bit of a point. And also, if we do make a big distraction, are we worried at all that it might put them more at high alert than if they just snuck in quietly?
No, not if we look like we're coming up the shore, right? And then you light off a fireball or something dumb.
Which we
like
already
that.
tested, because when we got near them last time, they all came
Right.
out of the crevices to look at us.
The only thing I'm
Wait
worried
till they
about is
all
that
get
giant
that?
cloud from the big guy.
4 of them did.
Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be really, really bad. But I don't think we have another choice.
Okay, I'm down. Let's do it. Are we doing this? Oh.
Yeah, we're doing it.
If we don't come back
That's so
in
dumb. Why would you put your... No, go! Oh!
hours, don't come back
Go.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys... But you can call that bird back.
Let's
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
do this
okay.
properly, right? Come on. Hands in, right? Do
Well,
it
no, you
properly.
ruined it.
Oh, the,
On 3, Cornelico. 1, 2, 3. Cornelico.
Could you imagine if
Help
that's the
me.
last thing we do right before we die?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty cool.
Say
though.
with
I
more
think it's
Philly
fun.
next
I'm just
time.
gonna
Trust
lightly
me.
like
Kick him in the
smack
shin.
him across the face. Just
Yeah. Smack him across the face. I kick him in the shin.
You guys are just... You're really asking for it.
I'm having a drink before we go.
Alright,
Ooh,
yeah,
yeah.
how about we just do the thing? Let's go do the
Yeah,
thing.
go. And get a drink and make an ice barge. Here we go. So
Yeah,
guys, get up there,
who am I
spin
making
around,
him-
and wait for the
Yeah, do we
distraction.
have a secret message for when we should start going?
Yeah, it's when Rezik sets off a fireball.
Okay.
What am I making invisible? One of yous or the bird?
Who's going?
It's
Yeah.
you.
You and Pup. And the bird.
We're the sneaky ones.
Yeah, it's because you're the sneaky ones. Get on the bird.
Why?
Get on the bird.
I'll make something
So-
invisible.
I can turn myself invisible, yeah, and then if you want to get the bird, either way works. But we do the so we need the bird. Oh, so
You need to make you and Pup invisible.
I can only
and I
make
can
one
make the
person invisible.
You can make 2
So we can
invisible
only-
if you cast it as 3rd level. Our 3rd level
I can't
invisibility.
cast 3rd level spells. I'm a half
Oh.
caster.
Okay, then I'll do
You
2
can
people.
cast
and
3rd
you do
level
1
spells.
person. Okay, I'll make Pup and the bird
We're all gonna
invisible.
die.
You make
We're
yourself
all going
invisible.
to die.
And
Well,
on
that
top
works
of
out.
that,
If you can cast 2 invisible, then one of you can cast the bird. So that's everybody covered, right?
Yes.
yeah, then we're good.
Just do
We're
that.
going. We're going.
And
How long
then
does that
just
last?
on
Is that
top of
an
that,
hour?
I'm gonna pass it out a trace, us just for
Okay.
Yeah.
reassurance.
Can you cast past with a trace on the distraction party?
Yeah.
I'll be
Can we
loud
cast
enough.
Silence.
I
Oh
started
God!
hanging
Wait,
on
never
your
mind.
armor.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Trust coming with us. We could just send Trust. Trust get on the ice barge.
Cornelia or Pup, here, take
I
the
will make
long
you my
stick
friends.
from earlier in case you need a long stick to harvest the whatever it is from the flower.
I have a couple of sticks. You should take this, Cornelia.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You have sticks now.
And probably empty jars.
Cornelia doesn't. Cornelia, here.
Cornelia,
Can I
take this
slap
big
the
stick.
bird on the ass to let go?
Yes.
10-foot pole. You're
Whoosh! Cornelia and Pup, you think, whoof, go flying off,
I
completely
heard a sound.
invisible.
Oh God! Wait, where are the bagpipes?
Let's make some
Where are
noises,
they?
boys.
We
And you
have
guys
a-
know that this
where are the-
invisibility lasts for an hour.
Yeah. So we got
Yeah, we gotta go.
Pass
We
that
gotta go.
trace.
Let's move.
All right, take us in.
I'm gonna
Fuck
wait
the ice
till
barge. Or
past
make the
that
ice barge.
trace
Let's get
until
as
we're
close as.
on there.
it's already made. Get on.
All right, get on.
Let's go find a wave.
I want the balloons. The
flute
what are they?
balloons.
Oh, the bagpipe.
Flute
Flute
balloon?
balloons. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
ate that. Sorry.
Let me know when to blast.
Oh, Cornelia has the flute balloon.
I didn't eat it, but I assume I wouldn't just carry it
No,
on me
I
because it's
mean-
large enough, right? I wouldn't.
Yeah, that would be a
It's
hard
just
thing to
my
put in your
things.
bag of holding.
Wait, yeah, you swallowed it?
Not with that attitude.
The flute balloon is
That's
fair
rookie
game.
number.
Flute balloon is fair game.
All right, I'm
For
bringing
those
it.
of you
Throwing it on my shoulder.
who don't know, there's a magical flute balloon that sounds just like a bagpipe, and when you play it, you go invisible, but it's a bagpipe.
It's a bagpipe. I start blowing it up. I don't squeeze it yet, though.
All right,
All right, let's go.
I'm going to go.
I'm getting thunder
Bobby, what'd you
waves
say?
start cackling.
So yeah, as we're all preparing to go and jump on this ice block to get out of here into the forest or the jungle or whatever, I'm gonna just quickly
Volcano.
run over to Eva and just.
There are no
Sorry.
trees. I need to be dead clear.
What's our
Wherever we're
biome?
going.
This dense jungle with tons of cover.
Like, actually, I thought there were trees. Are there no trees?
I thought you said
I
trees.
think there's like nothing.
And then
No, I was on the
It's a
south
big-
side.
oh, south.
The south end of the island is this big mountain
Volcanoes
ridge
don't
full
have
of
jungles,
trees
guys.
and lush.
Come on, what do you think?
This is a
Mud.
active flowing volcano. Everything around here is like black rock.
Got
There's almost no cover anywhere other than
Is it
like
hot?
big chunks of rocks and stuff. When you get onto the island itself, there'll be lots of like little like crevices and stuff that you can hide in. But as far as like trees and cover and such, there's none.
Take the axe and I
So yeah,
start
we're about
paddling.
to jump on the ice block. I'm gonna run over to Eva, and I'm going to grab both of her hands, and I just look down. And this is my, by the way, this is my once ghost sister, now alive kind of sister. I grab both of her hands, which I can never grab her hands before this.
I'm
really.
paddling.
So I grab both of her hands and I just look down. I'm like, that's cool. Do you know how you've always wanted to have a pet, right?
A pet.
Yes, and I
Yes.
put the egg that we have. I put it in her hands. Take care of this. We're probably gonna die, but we probably won't like usual. But we'll see, and we'll see you possibly later. We'll see. I don't know, but enjoy this little egg.
Well, I hope you get the.
Confidence.
I hope you
How
get
to
the
scar your
Please,
sister.
Yeah, no one else
Please
approves of this.
Come back.
egg.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back.
Get
You
on the
know
boat,
us.
Rezik.
Anyways. All right, coming.
We
I
got
will
an
now-
hour.
I saw that whole encounter and I just like wave it off. Like he's fine.
On the
Don't worry about it.
Get on the barge.
Take care of him, Steve.
Jump
Please.
on.
I start paddling, whether or not Steve's with us.
I am always there. I've been next to you the whole time, you moron.
Well, then paddle.
With what?
Your arm.
Wait, I grabbed like some sort of. Are there like random like we don't have cannonballs, but like is there some sort of object that I can like throw up and thunder wave? Like
I got a bunch of ball bearings. Like I have a lot of ball bearings. Like I have a
they're
lot.
so small. All right, whatever. I'll use one of. I'll just,
I mean, you
whatever.
you could probably
Are we there yet?
We grab it.
yeah. There's a pretty heavy crate of old foodstuffs that's kind of gone, and the foodstuffs themselves are very tightly packed and dense. If this
Yeah, I don't wanna
box
get
had
our
fallen on somebody, it would have.
We have
it would definitely
55
killed them.
gallons of oil. Would you like some oil?
No, it's fine. Let's just go. That'll sink our ice.
So you guys go. Pup, Cornelia, you guys kind of fly around, and you notice that these creatures kind of look through you as they're viewing out. You guys land close to that big open hole. When you look out, and just in the darkness, kind of coming into the edge of the light now is this boat with multiple members, some paddling with their hands, some of them with paddles. Trust looking around wildly for something to pick
I'm
up.
not paddling at all.
Not paddling
We
at
know.
all.
Can you
And they
pick up Trust?
slowly move. They slowly move. Pup, Cornelia. The owl itself starts to have a lot of trouble as you peek into this hole. This whole wave of heat just smacks you in the face, and immediately you kind of have to take a step back. Your eyes almost dry. It's dense down there, and not only is it dense, it's fatiguing. It's exhausting.
I hate it.
If you were to head in there, you know that it's got to be quick because your bodies can't really take heat like these can.
Cornelia, you should stay here and keep watch
Shit about me.
and then send a message. Because I am so fast.
I don't think I could send a message this far, but I could send one to you. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Just in case, like, to let me know if there's anyone coming.
All right. Do you know where you're going?
No. But I'm faster, and I don't want to leave you behind in danger.
But
It's
you
hot
would,
in there.
so you should go alone, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't know
guys-
if that's a good idea.
You guys look into this hole again, kind of catching your bearings. And this is what you see in there. You fall into this giant magma pit. Let me pull that up on your section. And it's hard to see in this place. You look through and you see this big pit of lava, these huge stones that are made red hot by the magma. And as you look around, you notice that there's this big, tall, raised platform over here, and on top of it, this throne. That blue-hinted guy up here. But the farther out you look, you see it. This is this giant circular room with this huge raised platform here. And that's when you see, just over here, these flowers that look like rubies, glittering. The petals themselves hard as rock, but slowly waving. Right over here. And you hear some people arguing, yelling orders, and screaming. And you see these two over here. They bring one of those big animals up. And they push it towards the edge of this cliff, hanging over. This thing just kind of laying limp. And you start to feel the ground rumble beneath you. As this giant worm comes out of the lava. Smashes the edge, takes this beast in one bite, starts to chew it, looks around, sniffs the air. It moves its head over, and this guy with the blue pats its head gently. It trills and then slowly back into the lava.
So glad I'm on the boat.
That's his
You-
baby. How
Did you
do we
tell
get
him?
one?
You
I
two
think
are
Rezek
down
might
here.
have one.
And you see there are people walking all around with those two little snakes moving back and forth. And there's a number of places, these raised and lowered platforms. There's plenty of places to hide as you move around. But you notice the only place that these flowers are growing is right here at the base.
Yeah.
Um,
Out of
I might
curiosity.
be able. Oh,
Oh. Well, I was gonna see. So, the lava's pretty bright.
The lava's ridiculously light. This whole place, it's like very hard
But
to
there
see.
are rocks everywhere. You said there's a lot of rocks, a lot of cover,
There's
which
lots of cover, like rocks here that are pretty tall. All of these rocks here are raised up. They're just red hot.
so would you say there's a lot of shadows then? Because there's all these rocks with all this cover.
There's no dim light in here at all. Period. This place is very, very, very bright. There's like tiny little shadows, but there's not. It's not dim light at all.
Dang. Is that not what a shadow is?
No. A dim light makes it hard to see. In the middle of the day, there's things with shadows, but it's not like it impairs your vision.
Fair. You could stand in the shadow of a
I
tree
don't like
in the
the
middle of
things
the
you're
day.
saying.
and it's
I want it to
still
do what
pretty
I
easy to
want
see.
it to do. Actually.
Unfortunately, there is no shadows in this place.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of, we can move closer, or I can maybe try to fly us over there.
If you want to try to fly us to that rock thing over there, the one that's like up to our right.
But the thing, we're gonna have to move so fast because that thing
Magma.
is gonna eat us if we're there, it looks like.
Regardless, we're invisible only for an hour, and I don't know how long that is, but I don't know if it's that long, so we need to get going.
All right. I mean, hear Dresden yelling at us as we speak.
I think that maybe he's yelling at us to go faster. So let's go to that rock on the top right.
All
Okay,
right, we're going for
you
it.
guys both roll me a Constitution saving throw as you step into this place. The heat just hits you.
14.
A 14.
7.
Oh.
7. Cornelia, your body doesn't respond like normal. You step into this place and you instantly take a level of exhaustion as this place, the heat itself just starts to cook you alive. Not only that, but your brain itself is starting to fry instantly. Meanwhile, the rest of you, you guys make it. You guys kind of land. Where are you landing? Are you trying to land on the east side of this island, the north side?
Well, we got off on the north,
Yeah.
north, right?
Well, the north was it was the less guarded area.
Yeah. Well, I think that we want to draw them, right? The more ruckus we make, the more have to come from further. I think that's better, right, guys? Yeah. So I guess just straight to the north side. We just want to get there as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys land on the north side of this island, and you can see. All you guys roll me a
escape on the north side then, though. If we're
Hmm?
like if Pup and Cornelia have to get out of there, isn't there escape on the north side, or are they?
No, they're flying away in a big fucking bird.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay.
What do we roll?
Roll a what?
What do we roll?
They'll just
Roll
meet up
a
with us
stealth
later,
check.
you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, we're not trying to be quiet though. Why do we need to roll a
But
stealth check?
you're just taking this barge and
Okay.
trying to get a feel for your
13.
landing.
18.
15.
16.
16. So
Seven
you guys
stealth?
land.
Stealthy say
no-
3.
Oh,
that armor, man.
Yeah.
Glinting
It's
in the
because
sun.
I'm really quiet, but I'm just like banging on Dresden's armor, making him really loud
so you guys land,
while he
and right as
battles.
you land, Dresden, the whole ice block kind of shakes a little bit, and you stumble forward, and you step down on the island, but your armor makes a really loud shaking sound, and you hear a voice call out from farther up. One of those creatures kind of calls out questioningly in a language you don't understand.
Yeah, it's just me.
Oh, wait, no, can
It's
I?
just
Can
me.
I? That's not helpful.
Are we doing this now? Or we're doing this now?
Okay, I guess we're doing it now.
On your marks. Get set, go.
Redzik, hold your fireball until you can kill a bunch of them, though.
Okay.
I use
fire
thaumaturgy
some off
to
in the
just
sky.
make it really loud. I just use thaumaturgy to boom my voice and just go like.
Okay, so you guys just start making
Good.
noise. You instantly hear alerts start to call from different parts of the island. That really deep guttural sound. They start to call. What are you guys gonna make a perimeter? What are you guys
I'm
doing?
holding Thunder Wave until I can see them.
You got Thunder Wave.
Until they get within whatever feet of me.
Okay.
Yeah, if we can find a defensible position, I guess.
You can find like there's an area of rock cover a little bit where the rocks are a little bit higher, and you guys can kind of get up on these rocks so that they would have to come at you from down below. Now you know that they're really tall, so like that would kind of just make you uneven fighting play.
I'm gonna take aim after shooting a couple in the sky, and then wait for someone to get close to
Start
to
blasting.
blast. Start
Okay,
blasting.
Kelwise, what are you doing?
Same, yeah. Holding an action, probably hiding behind a rock and hoping for the best.
Okay.
I'm
Keeping an
actually
eye on
shouting.
wherever exit is, the quickest escape.
Yeah. That ice barge, you still got it kind of floating. Only magic really keeping it together. It's like melting and then refreezing with your magic at the same time. Rezik, you got a ball of energy awaiting.
Yep. Holding
Okay.
the Firebolt to hit these fire
I'm
creatures.
just
with. It's
screaming,
gonna
we're
work
here
very
to
well.
talk to you about your car's extended
Yeah,
warranty.
and Rezik, you would know that these things, fire might not be the best tactic to use on these things. You would pretty quickly
pretty
know that
fire
they
resistant.
live in lava.
Smart boy.
Yeah.
Smart boy over here.
Well, without Eva, I can't make it a different element, unfortunately. So I'll have to just use it to make a big noise and more distraction. So
Okay. Yeah, I mean the thing has an incredible range, and it could easily, cause a huge distraction in another area of the mountain. So you guys all prepare, and you see 3 of those big, large, snake-like creatures kind of moving down the mountain in your direction. Some of them have kind of seen you in the distance. 3 of them start rushing towards you. Meanwhile, Pup, Cornelia, you step foot in here. What are you guys doing? You guys are gonna start making your way towards that area?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Wrestling, you look tired. Are you okay?
And it's so hot in here.
Yeah. Do you have any water?
I don't feel very good. We need to hurry up. Should we just try walking over there, or should I try
you want
flying?
to walk really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's walk. Let's walk up and then to the right, and then maybe fly.
Okay. So you guys start to walk up over here, and you notice that these
We're being sneaky.
trolls kind of walking around
We're
are just kind of walking through. Yeah, and
But
you guys
still
are
being
invisible right
quiet.
now.
Walk however the heck we
And you
want.
notice that these 3 creatures kind of walk up rock and down rock without any kind of halt. They just almost snake their way up and then down these burning hot rocks without making any attempt to avoid them. They kind of just go up and over very, very smoothly as you guys kind of
Assuming
move
they don't
over in
have-
this area.
I assume they don't have special shoes. It's just
Hard to tell. They might have really, really tiny feet that you can't see with these amazing shoes on them. That's a possibility. But you guys kind of walk over to this ledge down here, and you can kind of see that there's these big rocks down here. And then this platform kind of goes down, almost level with the lava for a while. And then these are just like these raised platforms that are about 10 feet off the lava floor. Yes, Kate.
I don't want to ask this, but I'm gonna ask it. Can we see each other?
No.
Cool. So I'm just
we
holding
holding
Cornelia's
hands?
hand this whole time.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. You guys can hear each other, but you can't see each other.
Wait, but the things that are on us are invisible.
All of your possessions are invisible.
So if we tied a rope to each other, would that also be invisible? Or if we were holding onto the same rope?
You could hold on to you could hold on to
Okay,
something.
I'm gonna cut off a little piece of rope so that we're holding onto a rope together.
Okay.
But not tie
Sure.
it, just hold it.
Yeah. Okay. And you notice that there's creatures walking, slowly walking in your direction.
I think we just keep moving. I think we just.
Yeah.
You're good at falling. I'm good at falling.
How big is this drop?
This is like 10 feet down here, and then
Okay.
it's another 10 feet down here. So you guys just going down?
I think so.
So you guys just easily kind of traverse this, and it's a pretty rocky. There's a lot of handholds and such. It's not hard to climb up or down.
Yeah. And do you
So
wanna
you guys
jump
just kind of drop down here, and you notice that these rocks here, while you could stand on top of them, incredibly hot.
Yeah.
Just red
All
hot.
the red ones, right? What is the
All the
yellow
red ones.
stuff? Is that just the magma
This?
itself, the lava flow?
This is just lava itself. This is
Okay.
just liquid magma.
Fire.
magma.
Yeah.
Magma.
Are we jumping across to the right?
Magma.
Yeah.
You're gonna jump this right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you getting on her shoulders?
Who's getting on his shoulders?
I
Are you guys
am
getting on mine? I feel like I could
Can I
put
just-
Cornelia on. I could probably put her on my back and jump across for this one.
Where are you guys going? To
Directly
the east
right?
or to the west? Or are you jumping across? I didn't know if you were jumping across the lava.
Yeah, directly
trying
to the
to
right
go
from where we are right now, I think.
To the
east,
right.
yeah. We're
Okay,
trying to get
okay.
to the flowers, so whichever way we see where we can
Well,
get to the flowers.
there's
is
a
it.
left. You could go either way. Oh man, it was even too far out. There's two ways you could go. You could either go left or right.
How are we supposed to get past those red lava things?
Yeah, no, I feel like if we go right
And it-
here, and then we go northwest from there, you could probably fly us across to the flowers over that giant.
Just get as close as we can to fly us over. Okay.
Okay.
I feel very tired, but I'll try.
All right. So you guys are just gonna jump across here. Roll an athletics check. It's only
Small
like a 10-foot gap here.
Athletic?
Athletics.
Or acrobatic?
Athletics.
19.
A 19. So Pup, you easily make it over.
Yeah.
And Cornelia? Oh, you were on her shoulders, right?
I was
Okay.
piggybacking.
Yeah. So you put her on his shoulders and you jump across, and you guys make it. This guy here, over here, slithers in, kind of traverses that gap. His body just kind of extends out, grabs the other side, and then kind of keeps on going. Lands, and you notice the little worm-like creature, like a miniature version of that big, huge one, starts to look around. And he stops and he looks down and it starts to. What are you guys doing?
Let's go around the rocks. And I'm gonna make a really stinky fart smell somewhere else, okay?
Okay, both of you guys roll me a stealth check with advantage. As you
Then
guys kind
I'm
of move
going
over to this side of the road.
do minor illusion. Because you could do
Okay.
faint smells, right? With minor illusion? Great
I think
sound, la la la
that's-
la. Oh, am I
I
thinking
think
of something
that's,
else? The image.
That's prestidigitation, I think.
I'm thinking impressed. I love that spell so much. Best spell
It's a
ever.
good spell.
Then
Good spell.
I'm gonna make the sound of like falling rocks, kind of northwest of where we are.
Okay, so you make the sound of falling rocks. Both of you guys roll stealth with advantage.
I rolled a 30.
I
A natural
rolled.
20.
Jeez.
Dang! I rolled 18 plus 6, 24.
All right. You make the sound, and this guy runs over to look at the rock sound because it didn't see anything, and it starts looking around. This worm still kind of sniffing the air, and this other one kind of comes with it. They're both sniffing the air still. This guy starts to look around. Meanwhile, the other group, you guys standing there, these massive snake-like creatures come rushing down this mountain at you with an incredible amount of speed. Kelwise, Steve, Rezik, you guys have ranged attacks prepared, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They run well within your range, kind of weaving in and out of rocks from behind little gullies and up and down, traversing this environment as if it was just a straight slat of pavement. Let's start with you, Rezik. What are you doing?
Sorry. So yeah, I am going to. I have that fireball ready, so I'm just gonna basically like 150 feet. I guess 150 feet south. Let's say southeast. I will throw it over there and hopefully make a really big noise and a distraction for the rest of the people at the volcano.
Okay. So you throw this fireball out. Small little beam of that condensed energy you guys had seen, just violently shaking as it moves through the air, and then this explosion that almost causes the volcano for just a second to play second fiddle to this immense amount of fire and heat. One of those creatures instantly jumps and looks. One barks orders, points in that direction. One of them rushes over and slithers away. So now only two are kind of headed towards your group, and one is running in that direction. Again, at this immense speed.
Take
Kelwise,
Take that.
Steve, what are you guys doing?
Going to blast the one running away while you take the other one?
You read my mind.
Okay.
We do that. I'll take the one running away. Hit can take the one of the ones that are running towards us.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep
Brothers in
passing
arms, kick some
Domitor to
shots.
being loud.
All right. Steve, make an attack. Kelwise,
On it.
make an attack.
Hey! All right.
Attack!
That's 18 plus 6, 24. So that's a 24.
Okay. A 24 hits.
Cool.
Nice.
Dollars.
Nice.
19 for my first shot.
So this is a held action. A held action, you only get one attack.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
So,
19.
So you're hit. Both attacks hit. Roll some damage.
Oh, wait. No, it's
9.
9. All right. You do 9 damage to the one running away.
And I did 6 damage.
6 damage to the one running towards you. They run basically their full movement. Probably one more round and they're upon you. You guys probably get one more action as they're just rushing this hill that you guys are on.
Well, when they get close enough, that's when I'll use Thunder Wave.
Okay, so Trust, you have Thunder Wave ready. Kelwise and Steve, you get a full attack action this round if you wanted to fire at these guys. And Dresden, what do you got prepared?
I'm just shouting, Gimli, like, let me out of 'em, let me, just like waiting for anything.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna actually cast Jump on myself. I'm gonna
Nice.
hawk up a bit of that cancerous core and just rub it all over my legs real good.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
feel-
get out
you
of
feel
here
a
and you go,
definite,
I'll tell your
you feel
story.
A definite spring to your step. Kelwise, Steve, Rezik, you guys can all attack this round. They're within your range. As they're rushing towards you.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Shall we dance?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Okay, there's one to the left and one to the right. Just
Okay.
let me know which one you're shooting at, so I can keep track.
I'll take the left with the dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Cool. Roll damage. Oh, that's good. That is good. So that's a 9 plus 4, so 13.
13 damage. You get another attack? You get one attack? One attack. One attack.
Just get one.
Jason.
I'll take the
Kelwise.
one on the right.
Okay.
First
Kelwise,
attack is a 17.
All right. That's hits. Kelwise knocks 2 arrows and lets them fly.
I was going to use my gun since I'm still holding it.
Okay. Knocks 1 arrow and then and a gun.
11.
11 doesn't hit.
No, that was for my damage.
Oh, 11 damage. I'm sorry. 11 damage. I was like, oh.
Excuse you.
I was like, man, I missed the damage roll. I gotta go back and ask him for that. Okay, 11 damage to the guy on the right.
And then next hit was a 10.
A 10 does not hit.
Yeah.
And Rezik, what do you got?
All right, to the guy on the right, I'm gonna pull out this diamond on a chain I have, and I'm gonna say Li and Tum and blow in it, and a big energy bubble pops out of cold, and it's gonna splash down on it. So I have to make an attack with the spell first. Okay, that is a 16.
16 hits.
Tight. Okay, so that's here, I'll just do it on here because it's gonna take a while to do this. Sorry. Roll, please. Thank you. Okay, so that's 15 cold damage.
15 cold damage. You hit this thing and smoke starts to come off of this thing's body as you hit it, and it screams in agony. Its body starts turning this brown, weird, acrid color as it rips at this cold, clearly dealing an incredible amount of damage to this thing's body as it starts to almost lock up as it breaks out of this ice, angry, but its body just starting to ooze with this thick, almost orange-like blood.
Ew.
It's angry. It's angry.
These things rush up to you. Trust. They get straight up to the group. Dresden, Trust. They run straight into you guys as you guys are holding your Thunder Wave and other actions.
Yeah.
Trust, what are you doing?
I'm casting Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Yeah. Wonder Wave.
We need to record that song so I can just play it really quickly.
I have no idea what any of that means, but this is great.
Okay. Roll damage. And they have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Constitution.
Constitution. They both fail their constitution
Suck it,
saves.
nerd.
Taking full damage.
Full damage, which is 7 plus 4.
7 plus
All
4,
right,
11
old trusty.
damage.
And it's really fucking loud.
Okay.
Good old trusty.
Both of them are knocked backwards as you throw this thunder wave out. Dresden, they're within throwing distance. Do you have your herniacs out?
I was actually had my I took out my shield and my sword, and
Okay.
I run up next to Trust, and I take the protective stance. And
Okay.
I just look at her
They
like,
take a protective
like,
stance.
no,
They both
not again.
jump back up. And they rush at you. But they see you, Dresden, in front. These two massive spears. They grab them with both hands, and their bodies seem to almost... Their upper bodies seem to whip back and forth, so it's almost like you don't even know where the attack's going to come from, which angle, which side. And
They whip
faster
themselves
than
back and
lightning,
forth. They whip themselves back and forth.
4 spears almost simultaneously seem to just come jutting at you. It's 2 different attacks from each, but they just come so fast, like the bite of a snake. Let's see here. That's a 21 and a 22.
Those both hit. Super dupe.
Oof. A 26 and an 11.
Okay, I gotta stop one of them. I get hit 3 times, and the last one I'm like, ting!
Is it too late for me to give Dresden inspiration?
These things.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no, it's not that. This one.
I also just want to yell, Cowboys, hit him with the water! Hit him with the water!
Ooh,
Not Australian.
22.
With the water.
You guys,
with the
these
water.
spears jut out
Hit
and
them with the water,
smash
Hit him with the water,
Dresden.
Dizzy.
These big spear points just enter in little parts of his armor and then come out, and you just see the blood sizzling on them. As Dresden, you take 37 points of not only piercing, but you see the wounds almost cauterize as these poles are white hot as they start to burn your internal organs.
How many did you say?
37 points of damage.
Ah, that's what I was afraid.
Piercing and fire damage. As this,
God.
as 3 of these
Get
attacks hit.
distance now.
It's okay. Cowboys and I are both with you and we have cure wounds.
So you got? Yeah. Huh? Oh my God.
Meanwhile, inside,
Wow.
you guys, you had run over here. You're hiding from all these, from these worms that seem to just be up in the air. What are you guys doing? This guy's looking over here from that rock that you had made, seemingly fall. I think you're muted.
I absolutely am. It looks like it's like another 10-foot jump.
It's about another
across.
10-foot jump.
Yeah, you guys want you guys. You want to just jump across again? You want to just run? Probably just run.
Yeah, let's
run. Go.
do it.
And I put her on my back,
Okay.
and I run and jump.
Okay. You run and jump. Roll another athletics.
That is a 19 plus 4.
Okay.
23.
You run, you jump across, and immediately that fire creature who had been looking around in the rocks looks to where you guys were. Looks around. Those worms still kind of just going up in the air. They don't really know. You jump, you run, you land on this side, and then you guys kind of sneak
do
off.
I see it? Do
away.
I see it doing that?
It looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna make another rock fall sound behind the rock, like directly south of it, where it is right now.
So you make that sound, and he runs over quickly to look behind the rock. The worms quickly following anywhere he goes. You run over here. You guys see that there are more of them, slowly kind of just walking around and patrolling. And you see something move. This big, long tube almost come up in the lava just to the northwest. Just kind of bulbs out and then slowly sinks back down. That massive, massive worm that you had seen before.
There's like definitely no shadow anywhere near those flowers, right?
There's no dim light or darkness anywhere near them.
And we can't create our own shadow with minor illusion.
Well, you would need 2 shadows.
I can cast
You would need
minor
one.
illusion.
You would need one in one area, but it's an illusion, so I don't think it would be the same as darkness.
So do you think this is the closest spot?
Darkness, you say, actually. It's just a 15-foot. Never mind. I was like, I can cast darkness.
Oh.
That's dark. But I can only cast it in one place.
Cornelia, you know that this area, there's just this huge jet stream of air that's just shooting up straight into the air. All this heat is rising. So flying would be no problem, but like trying to not the second you open that cape, you know you're just going to rocket up into the sky. But you know, with some very, very, very daring maneuvers, you could point yourself at a downward angle towards the ground and try and float your way straight down into that rock. You could, or your other options are, you could try and make your way all the way around here. You see that there's a small stairwell on the back of this. You could crawl along this side and then back down. And then getting out.
You want to fly?
Yeah.
Do you think that if we fly over there, I can
You can drop me again.
drop you and you
I
can
am quite adequate at falling.
you could land at least, so at least one of us is safe, and then I'll try to land myself.
It'll
All right.
probably be easier for you to land without me on you anyway.
Maybe, but maybe you'll give me the weight. But I feel better if I had dropped you where you were maybe safe, so I think we should do that.
Okay, both of you roll me another Constitution saving throw as the heat all around you starts to seep not just into your bones, but into the marrow of your bones as you feel yourselves. Maybe this is the closest. A 3?
21.
Oh, 21.
I got 13.
A 13. Cornelia, very, very weary. You don't take any more exhaustion, but you feel not great. As you guys prepare to jump onto the other side of this bank, you see one of these creatures slowly walking, making their way on the rocks towards you. You guys prepare yourselves to jump. Meanwhile, we switch back to all those fighting on the rocks. Dresden now, a barbecue of sorts.
A kebab.
These two had just like lightning stabbed out with their spears twice. But all of you guys,
Has that
What?
huge thunder wave made any like commotion that we can see? Like, is it affecting? Is the distraction working?
Robot.
Oh, there he goes.
What's happening?
There he goes. Man, look at that. The wounds in his body have fried his brain. You guys look up. That fireball that had distracted one and such. You do hear a general call of commotion coming from outside. More of those creatures kind of looking around to see what's going on. And Pup and Cornelia, you would also hear these calls coming from outside. A general commotion starting to stir up. Like a level of excitement coming through. Sorry, Cullen. You were gone for a second, and now you're back.
Really? Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were a robot and you left.
You're a
so
robot,
what were you saying?
and you.
I was just
stalled.
saying, did anything affect it? Did the thunder wave do anything?
I'm of the thunder wave.
Yes. No. It seems like
Made
there's
big boom.
calls of alarm now coming, and more much farther away, but they are coming towards your location.
They're coming.
For sure.
Cover your butts.
All of you guys, Trust, Rezik, Dresden, Kelwise, Steve, these two, you see them smashing. We don't have any kind of initiative order right now. You guys, it's you
Okay.
guys and them.
I'm healing.
Spears
I'm
ready.
doing cure wounds on Dresden. He's right next to me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna click this so it does it fast. Come on, D&D Beyond. Okay, or you can roll the dice at a snail's pace. Internet. Good lord, they're still going.
Rezik, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna look over to the captain and be like, Captain, are we running or fighting?
I feel like we're running. This seems like the distraction needs to keep taking place. Fighting, standing
Okay.
here seems like it's not working very well. I'm all for making a bigger distraction while we leave.
Like we practiced on the beach. Let's do the smoke screen then. I'm going to go ahead and
remember.
I'm going to form chromatic orb once more with my necklace, but this time it's going to be a ball of fire that I'm just going to hold for him to launch off water right into and make a smoke screen with a bunch of steam. And we're going to go to the side
awesome.
a little bit so we don't hurt everybody if possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Trust, how much healing?
Ugh, it's only 9.
A 9.
But then
that's-
I'm also going
I'll
to
take
use.
it.
I'm also going to use my bonus action to do Mantle of Inspiration and grant 8 temporary HP to. There's 5 of us, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, wow.
To all of
Yeah.
us.
Okay.
5 temporary.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah,
Plus
you
8?
have 5 temporary hit points until you
No, you
long
have
rest.
8 temporary hit
8 temporary hit
points.
points to 5 of
Whoa.
you. My bad. Okay, Kelwise, you throwing water into the ball of fire?
I am.
Okay, Kelwise, instantly, you're all engulfed in this huge smoke screen that wafts around. Dresden, you're right in front of these things. They still kind of looking around. You guys are now in what you would consider
Danger?
you would consider invisibility. You guys are generally aware of
SOL.
the other's positions, but you guys are essentially blind right now in this big smoke screen, which gives
Well, I'm touching Dresden.
you know.
So.
advantage, disadvantage. Dresden, what are you doing?
If we're in retreat, I'll just turn. I'll just 180 so I don't get disoriented. Grab Trust and then just fucking jump as hard as I can in
Yes.
the
Okay.
away direction.
Roll an athletics check with advantage.
Nice.
19 plus, so 25.
25. Those running
So-
down see this armored knight outside of this big smoke cloud that just appeared, holding an orange gnome with horns under his arm. It's strange. Comes out.
And I'm just screaming because I didn't know he was going to do this. So I'm just like,
Yeah, so you hear.
Yeah,
Back down.
Yeah,
you land
you're
in this
just
rocky.
like, we got this, guys. Oh!
Luckily, Dresden, you land on a rock You could have twisted an ankle. You could have shattered your whole leg in this weird rocky formation, but you land solidly back into
On
the
this
mist.
rocky formation.
Calls out. People are screaming all over the place. Steve, what are you doing?
Running backwards, getting away.
And I
Okay.
shout everyone to me.
Do I hear that general direction?
Not that they
Yeah,
can hear me
Steve,
over.
You hear, "Ah!" and then from behind you, to me.
You run that way.
So you all start kind of running into that
Falling.
direction. Steve, you guys kind of poof come out of that smoke cloud, and you can see a number, maybe 5 or 6 of those creatures, all start to scream, and their bodies, they scream out, and their bodies start to brightly light up, almost as if they themselves are lanterns. The whole coast starts to just emit this bright light as these beacons of light start to run towards you. Those 2 that were stuck in the clouds, you can hear them questioningly, like stabbing out with their spears. They don't quite know what happened or where they are, but they're not making purchase on any of you. We cut back. Cornelia.
No! I wanted to die next episode.
We're not gonna die.
Cornelia. You get mounted up onto Pup
Come here, pup. Let
to
me
make
mount
this
you.
jump. This impossible jump. You
Make
kind
myself
of
small.
wipe sweat from your eyes. That
Yeah.
level of exhaustion washing over you. You mount up. You both get ready to make this jump over here. And you know what's in lava. You know that leader of sorts is right on the other side. A patrol walking towards you. You guys still invisible, but these creatures, these worms, seem to have this incredible sense of smell. You guys,
I was gonna say, can I have left just like a little smudge of honey on one of the rocks behind us?
sure, you smudge some honey. Cornelia, you look at this gap. It's a long gap considering how harsh the conditions are. The wind in here, angry. It's insane. The wind, it's almost like a different creature. You get ready to take you and Pup across a pit of pure magma. Cornelia,
Are you sure you want to
roll.
do this, pup?
roll
I believe in you.
an acrobatics with disadvantage since you were exhausted.
You think she'd have advantage considering the updrafts
So
created
wouldn't that
by
like cancel out?
hot.
No, the updrafts are making it way harder in here. She might just sail
Okay.
straight up. Don't tell me what it is. We're going to find out next week what you rolled.
Pup, are you sure? Pup, are you sure?
Oh God, no!
Pup, are you sure?
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out.
I'll roll right now, though.
We're things are getting hot, quite literally hot, up in Aventide.
This is perfect.
Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. This is a lot of fun. Sorry, Dresden, about all the damage. Sorry, Cornelia, whatever you rolled or didn't.
It was
We'll see.
acrobatics, right? Yeah, it was.
Acrobatics with disadvantage. Just hold on to that number, and we'll find out next week. Speaking of next week, we'll be back to play more. We'll be in person on the 27th of June to play a live game. So I guess I gotta build a volcano.
You went to middle school, right? You did science fair. You'll be fine.
We
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
plan
yeah,
on
yeah,
being
yeah.
here long, so don't worry about that.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Cornelia's just gonna have her Instagram pictures of her like Minnie with a lighter. Just New Minnie. I'm just kidding. We'll be back next week, 7 p.m. Pacific time, to see what happens with these crazy kooks. If you want to watch again or hang out with us on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, we'll have our rerun on Friday. if you want to come chill and talk shop, Cullen and I do a series called DM Office Hours with Cup Bobby. If you don't know what Cup Bobby is,
in a cup?
man,
Worth it.
it's delightful.
Gotta
It's
find
Bobby
out.
literally in a mug, yelling at us to stay on topic. It's great.
Yeah, it's the best
Now you
part.
know.
Crucial, very underrated and important
Yeah,
part
when
of
he was
DM
gone,
episode.
it was
No.
like, Bobby,
Underrated.
come back.
I think that's it. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out and watching us. We have a lot of fun doing this, and you guys make it possible for us to do this. Just your subs and your follows, they go a long way, surprisingly, to buying like craft glue and things like that. You'd be surprised how fast that adds up. I had no idea.
You got to tape the show together, literally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, cutting film.
Yeah, James, do you have like a Hobby Lobby like membership card yet at this point? Or
I really
what's your
should. I
deal?
should get one.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe Mike.
One day.
all right.
Okay. All right.
Well, without further ado, we'll give you the rest of your Monday back. Have a wonderful week. Please take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you next week on -1 Charisma. Have a lot of fun and have the best night of your life. Goodbye.
Bye.
Adios.